Hello, it's me, Future Redditing Wern here. Before we get into this episode, I just wanted to say it starts off a little bit low, a little bit perhaps down in the dumps. We weren't feeling great this week. Everybody's been in a bit of a hobby slump, but do bear with it. We get more excited and it gets a little bit random about halfway through. But at the beginning, there's a lot of stuff that we were interested in talking about. I think we were just a little bit off of it yesterday when we recorded this. So yeah, do stick with us. Again, this is part of the authentic hobby journey that we were trying to portray when we started off doing this podcast anyway. So it's not always going to be super happy all of the time. This is just our actual personalities. It's not a show. We don't put on any act or anything like that. This is just who we are. Hopefully you'll enjoy it and let us know what you think about the end part because that got like a little bit random, but it was really good fun to do at that point. All right, I'll stop waffling and let you get on with it. I hope you enjoy. Hello, we're back. Will, how are you doing?
I'm not too bad, mate. How are you?
I'm better than you. You seem really angry. You've just been very angry with your chair.
Yeah, thanks for bringing that up. Yeah, we are back at Warhammer and Wings HQ. I'm just going to gloss over that. We're back at the, what should we call it? The rectangular table of heresy. So it's good to be back in the same room as you.
Oh,
I don't know where that came from. It's been a long day.
Me neither.
I'll take it then.
What we're going to talk about today, dude?
A bit of something, a bit of nothing, really. We're in a bit of a hobby slump, aren't we?
We are in a bit of a hobby slump. I think everybody's in a bit of a hobby slump.
Yeah, it's that time of year.
If only there'd been loads of stuff to talk about. We need some Ultramarine releases.
I think we do, yeah. That's what
absolutely.
we're crying out for. No, I mean, we've got our hobby update. We've got our usual segments, miniature of the moment. We've got some hot sauce to talk about.
Yeah.
Some releases that have happened.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we're just going to
these things.
Yeah, we'll get free with a little bit, I think.
I think so. Sometimes it's good to just have a chat about things, isn't it?
Yeah.
A hobby chat, you might say. So that's what we've been. No real structure. No biggies this month.
No.
This month. This episode. Fortnight.
Also, it'd be remiss of us if we didn't say Happy Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah, indeed. Happy Thanksgiving to all of the American folk out there.
Which a fair few of them listen to us. So happy Thanksgiving.
I hope you're enjoying it, eating all of the tasty turkey.
Is it giving thanks?
Is it turkey
Yeah, it's roast turkey, right? Yeah.
I do like turkey crown.
Just the crown?
Yeah.
I'm a leg man.
No? Maybe we should have like hot turkey legs, hot sauce turkey legs. I've never had.
You never had a turkey leg?
I don't think so. No, I only really eat the crowns. I like turkey mince.
Yeah.
It's like more lean protein than chicken, isn't it?
Yeah, gains.
It is. Got to think about those gains. Anyway, let's just jump on in. Shall we record this one and then we'll just jump into the chatting, shall we? Yeah, we'll see you on the other side. Grab yourself a cup of tea or coffee or a can of your favourite energy drink.
Or a turkey leg.
Or a turkey leg. What are we going to talk about, Will?
Why don't we start with the Darkwater further reveals?
What was revealed? Oh, yes, yeah, the price.
Nice.
I was going to say what else we revealed there.
Well, we saw a bit more and we saw some of the character cards and some more sort of high definition shots of the rest of it, didn't we?
I'm surprised at the amount of cards in it. I didn't think there were going to be that many cards. There is a lot of cards.
Yeah, I quite like what I've seen of them. I mean, obviously we've not read the rules, but it looks like it's going to be a fairly simple game.
Seems that way. I'm not sure how I feel about some of it.
No?
Nah, I was, have you actually played Curse City? Yeah.
No.
Oh, right. So the way that it kind of, I think it's all of the Warhammer quests have worked like this. I may be wrong because I've not played Shadow of a Hammerhole.
I haven't played any of them.
So you get like activation slots on your character card.
Yeah.
And those are allocated to dice for your actions.
Yeah.
So you roll and you put them on, you roll your d6, you put them on your action slots. And actions take a certain dice roll. So you might need like 2 up to move.
Okay.
And then if you get like a crit, you, instead of moving 2, for instance, you can move 3 because you're running.
Yeah. Okay.
Those action slots are also allocated to damage in Curse City and in Blackstone Fortress, certainly.
Yeah.
So you get a wound or a grievous wound. So you put a token on top of one of those slots.
Yeah.
Which means next time you roll for your actions, you reduce it by 1. So if you had 4, you now have 3.
Yeah.
So it basically nerfs your character as you're going along.
Yeah.
So I get why they've removed it to make that less squishy, so you can always have your full damage output.
Yeah.
Because if you've got like you see how this is working?
Yeah.
So to swing your weapon, for instance, you might not be able to move and shoot or move and swing your sword or whatever.
Yeah.
X number of times, because the way that it works in those, you can do the same action X number of times with how many dice you've got.
Yeah.
So as you get progressively more damaged, you could go from like being able to attack somebody 4 times to 3 times to 2 times to 1 time. Whereas now you can always do the number of actions that's allocated to your character, regardless of how much damage you've got. I think that much more like Kill Team. I think you've got like it's more of an action point per character.
Might be an easier entry point to sort of tabletop games then, which I think is what they were going for.
Yeah, exactly. And I get some of the other stuff they've done. So it makes your character less squishy, so you're more likely to be able to complete the campaign. Because sometimes it felt like a little bit difficult if you had your character nerfed and you weren't able to heal it in those. But I don't know. Something feels. I think I'm wedded to the idea of Curse City. No, not Curse City. Warhammer Quest being sort of. It's a system that evolves. And this feels like quite a departure. This, along with the map book, from that. So I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, it's a natural level. I say it's a natural evolution. It's not natural, is it? It's an evolution of the game, but it doesn't feel like an evolution of the mechanics and a change to the mechanics. It feels it's something totally new.
Yeah. Okay. I suppose I won't know until we give it a go.
I'm not against it. I'm just
not what you expected.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
and I think probably going forwards, this is perhaps a better way to do it. Like you say, because it's an entry point for people, isn't it, into the game?
Yeah, I mean, that's just my opinion. It feels like that's what they're trying to do, but I don't know. That's just my opinion.
I think a lot of what is said on Warhammer community and the elements that they've released about it, without giving too much away, is that it's to expedite the experience, which I think is great. So if we were playing it before, it was like you have to dedicate a lot of time to do a run through Blackstone or a run through Curse City.
Yeah.
And if you're playing once a week, and that's the only game that you're playing, it would take you a number of months.
Yeah.
Like a good number of months, maybe 6 to 12 months.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whereas this feels, from what they said, you can do a run through the entire game in a couple of hours.
Yeah, a bit more.
Yeah. I say a couple of hours,
but
a couple of days or a week.
Yeah, it's things like that make me think it is the changing a bit of the demographic for it. Yeah, I mean, as I say, I've not played any of them yet, so I'm coming to it with sort of fresh eyes. But do you know what really got me?
Go on.
The price.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
I didn't expect it to be that high.
No, I didn't. I thought, I mean, I was in my head giving them the benefit of the doubt, thinking 120, but in the back of my mind thinking I don't think it'll be that. And then what was it, 160?
160 apparently.
That's a lot of money. Like that's 2 spearheads.
That is RRP.
Yeah, true.
But there are 50 models in it.
Yeah, and yeah, that is a fair point. But I don't know, something about 160 quid for a box game does seem quite steep, even in today's market to me. And I don't know if that's me being an old man, but yeah, 160 quid is a lot of money.
Which why it doesn't kind of marry up some of the elements that they've done. I would say if it's going to be an introduction into the universe, introduction to the gaming system, use a mechanic then that's linearly expandable into the system mechanic that you play, which it's not.
Yeah.
I suppose that's why we've got Spearhead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So at that point then, if this is targeted at a new player coming into the universe then, and it's not mechanically, so is it lore based? And that's what they're using as the hook. It doesn't, we won't know until we find out more about the story, I suppose.
No, and if we get a tie-in novel, maybe?
Yeah, potentially.
Yeah.
If that's the case then, that 160 price point seems really high.
Yeah, I mean, I would think if you are an introduction into, let's say, AOS on the whole, and you were doing it with 2 people, yourself and a pal, would you look at the Warhammer Quest, or would you look at just getting a spearhead each, or one of the starter packs, the old one, that had 2 spearheads in? I don't think they make it anymore, but
did they do that?
Have I made that up? Was a Stormcast and Skaven one?
Oh yeah, there was.
Yeah.
Nah,
no, I might have made that up. But
are you thinking about the starter set for AOS?
Oh, maybe. Well, still, yeah, maybe the starter set for AOS instead. But have a drink. But yeah, I don't know. I think, I don't know, we're big champions for Spearhead, and to me, buying a Spearhead each seems more reasonable than buying this box that would be harder to share, if you know what I mean.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? I mean, sharing it is difficult because it's a boxed game.
Yeah.
So unless you're going to buy the game not for the game, or the game is going to be an afterthought and you're buying it for the models,
Yeah.
then how would you possibly do it? At which point, again, it brings back to the value proposition of 160 quid seems really, really high for a game.
Yeah. I mean, look, we know this hobby's expensive. We've made our peace with it. That's just the choice we've made. But yeah, I'm not going to be in a rush to get it pre-ordered at that price. I'll wait until I have a bit more disposable income when it's not Christmas around the corner, you know?
That's it. And I suppose there is the element of that. Have they introduced that price point because it's going to make a nice, easy Christmas present for somebody that you want?
Yeah.
Want to get. I mean, that's what I'm doing. I'm getting it as a Christmas gift from my parents. So it's like, it's great. It's one thing. It's like there's a lot of individual elements to it. It's something that I want. Releasing it now makes sense from a marketing perspective, supposed to sell units.
Yeah.
But then into the new year, again, as a loss leader for new people coming into the hobby, it seems really steep. I mean, if you're buying it cold, as somebody that's got no idea about the setting, never played it, or a group of people, perhaps it's family,
It's a risk.
it's a real risk.
Big risk, yeah. But no, I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna have to see what it's like. I mean, you're gonna get it before me, so you know, I'll see it when you've got it, and that'll form my decision on if I want to buy it for the models or whatever. But yeah, at this point, yeah, I'm not feeling it for the price point yet.
I mean, from what we've talked about so far, are you going to collect Nurgle?
No.
At which point, why would you ever buy this box?
But to play the game.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's a fair point. Because I have the Cursed City box. Yeah, haven't played that,
Yeah.
but I want to, and I want to play Cursed City more now than I want to play Darkwater.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I currently do, yeah. But I think that, again, is the narrative element of it. Cursed City tickles my fancy more than Darkwater. However, I really like a lot of the ideas in Darkwater. I'm kind of for and against the book.
Yeah.
Like the layout we're using as a map thing.
I quite like that.
I suppose I'm quite lucky in that I'll have both. I'll have it painted fairly soon, I'm hoping. Hopefully over the Christmas break I'll be able to smash out Darkwater.
Yeah.
So I'll be able to play it. And with it being fast paced, I'm going to kind of use it as an intro, try and get my missus into it.
Yeah.
We can play through it. And it seems like it's got way more variation to it in a faster turnaround.
Yeah.
So if we get into that, then perhaps that'll spur us on to play Cursed City a bit more. I'd love to play Cursed City.
Yeah.
Again.
Well, I mean, we've been talking about playing Cursed City for a long time, haven't we?
Yeah.
But we'll get there. I mean, I think for me, I think it's probably because I know more of the setting for Cursed City, having read the novel, you know, the tie-in novel, which I really, really liked. And, you know, I think it's just got more of that aesthetic that is Warhammer to us in there. Cursed City, personally, for me anyway, you know, I like skeletons. So, yeah.
Totally. And I think that's what I've said all the way from the get-go with Darkwater. Since it was released, I've not been sold on the box art.
Yeah.
I don't like the characters.
I was, but the prices kind of flipped me on my head a little bit with it. So I was excited, not so much now.
It really has knocked you back. But that's a lot of money. That is a lot of hobby funds.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I think me and you both were in a fairly good position where, you know, we can afford to buy that, but it's not affording it, it's justifying it to myself. 160 quid for a game that I don't know if I'm going to like. Models that I won't be using in the grander scheme of AOS. It doesn't seem like a sensible purchase for me, realistically.
I would agree.
Yeah.
I think you're being sensible with this one.
For once, I'm trying.
Yeah. And it's not as if you're not going to have access to it.
No, that's true. But I don't want you to feel like I'm not buying it because you have and that I'm taking the mick.
You know. I don't think I did.
All right.
And then I'm pretty certain they're going to release updates for this game.
Expansions.
Yeah, I think I'll do it as we said in a previous episode, a map book and some models. Wait and see if the models, like they expand the Jade Abbey into other factions.
Yeah.
And there might be a faction in there that you find more appealing, and then you
That's it.
can just jump on that expansion, can't you?
Yeah.
you don't necessarily need the core game at that point. But
Yeah.
I think unless you really want those Maggotkin models now,
Which I don't.
and you're going to play the game now by yourself, then and you've got no backlog of stuff to paint and play. But at which point, those models, even if you did want those models just for Maggotkin, they're going to be released in the first
Yeah.
quarter of 26 anyway,
Yeah.
as individual elements. So you'll be able to get hold of them. I think I don't see where this fits in the lineup, but I'm looking forward to playing the story. I just hope with the story being faster playthroughs, that is as rich and involved as Cursed City.
Yeah. I mean, I've heard a lot of good things about Cursed City. Obviously, I know you've had a really good experience with it, and you've played it and you really like the models, and we both really like the lore behind it. So, if this turns out down the line that it's going to be something akin to that, then maybe it'll draw me in.
Yeah, absolutely. I think a lot of the positive changes they've made mechanically, I don't know why I'm hung up so much on the character cards and stuff.
So we don't like change, do we?
No, we don't like change. We're of a certain age now where it's just like, no to the change. I do really like the fact that they've still got like the intermission elements from Cursed City and Blackstone.
Yeah.
Really like those kind of like little round out, like running the gambit and stuff where you're just rolling some dice, making some choices. I think that's great. But from what I've read so far and what Games Workshop have released, they've taken out some of the slog of, certainly of Cursed City, where you were, sometimes you could have to do multiple iterations of the map just to kind of get to a boss fight kind of
Taking
thing.
some of the grind out.
Yeah, absolutely. That's been rectified with community updates and stuff since then that make the game way better. But still, it's nice to see that the progressed to making it a little bit more streamlined, a little bit faster. But which then makes me think again, as a value proposition, if there's going to be less there to play through, and the story then isn't going to be as deep because you've got to get through it faster, that 160 quid seems really steep again. But then Army Box is 155 quid, similar amount of models, plus you're getting all of the map book and stuff with this. Yada, yada, yada. Granted, you might get the battle tome with the battle box, but still.
Arguments for both sides.
There is. And I just think it's the nature of the beast that the price has gone up. But for a boxed game in itself, which I'm trying to look at that objectively, 160 quid. And there's ridiculous markup on there, so they could absolutely sell this cheaper if they wanted to and still make a profit.
Yeah.
Seems huge. I mean, 150 seems huge, but going to that 160 tipping point puts it closer towards 200.
Yeah.
Mentally, when you're looking at it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there's a lot of that psychological element that, less. If you look at a figure that's less than 150, it seems significantly less than one that's more than 150.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
you seem really down about it, aren't you?
No, I wouldn't say I'm down about it. No, I think that'd be the wrong choice of words. I think I was excited. I'm just not excited for it now where I was before, because I was gearing up for the possibility of pre-ordering it and getting it as soon as it came out. And even though I've made a decision to not get it, I feel like it's fear of missing out, isn't it? Yeah.
I reckon just like they do with Cursor, I think it'll sell out straight away.
Yeah.
And then they'll do a second print run of it.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
No, I think it's just I'm a bit childish in the sense that I like to have something there and there and then, and it annoys me when I can't have something right away.
I get you, but then we complain about them putting the price up, and it's because we're doing that.
True.
Perhaps this is going to be you're voting with your feet.
Yeah, maybe so.
And if enough of us do that don't really want it, that's great. 'Cause, if you buy it and you're not really going to use it and you don't want it now, I know this will be the case, and people will buy it for the models and scalp.
Yeah.
But at least there's going to be another box on the market for somebody that may want to play it and look at it like that you're doing a positive thing for the
Yeah, maybe so. Yeah, okay, we'll look at it that way. But yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, I don't have anything else to add to that on the Darkwater front. What about you?
I feel like we've flipped around. We've gone from being
we have.
we definitely have there.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I haven't got anything else to talk about at the moment. I mean, I could go back into some of the models. I know over in the Discord we're having a chat with one of the chaps over there. I think it was Sai that's really into one of the models. I think it's one of the boss ones, the guy with the big arm. Yeah. And the more I look at that, the more I dislike it. And I think another podcast I listened to, they were discussing this as well. And it's the spiral motif that's appearing on all of the Magickin. I don't like that Gyronite kind of symbol. That's
Okay.
I'm
I quite like that.
I'm not into it at all.
Huh?
No, I mean, I'm definitely not going to do this now because I will paint them fast because I want to play the game
Yeah.
and make some content around it and such. But I think if I was going to buy those models not in that box set, I would have to get rid of all of those symbols.
Okay.
Yeah, totally. They just don't fit into me for the Nurgle.
No,
I'd
but
be
it's the
interested.
Gyron element though, isn't it?
It is, yeah, 100%. And I get it, it's just then how that expands into the larger Magickin range and what I've already got because it kind of doesn't go with the rest of the Magickin that I've got.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to replace all of my Blight Kings with the new ones
No.
because there's no need
No.
at all. The base size is the same, and I still think they look quite nice.
Yeah.
So I'll be mixing them in with what I've currently got. So having that consistency would be nice, but you know, things change, as you say. We can't get away from that, but it's a little bit irksome to me, at least.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Shall we move on from Darkwater?
Yeah. I'll tell you what. I've got a question for you.
All right, go.
So,
Go.
well, I want you to tell me about something. I want you to tell me about the Space Marine 2 update because I've been a bit under the weather and I've not played it yet, and I know you have. So,
Good old patch 11.
yeah, tell me about patch 11.
So if you don't know, Space Marine 2, the video game, got a rather large update in the form of patch 11. It added a new multiplayer map.
Yeah.
In the form of Reclamation.
Yeah.
It was kind of branded by the community, I suppose, not officially by Relic, but as a Space Hulk kind of map. And it is, yeah, it's kind of on a Space Hulk. And it's all right.
Yeah.
It's all right. I was expecting to love it.
Yeah, but it's just all right.
And it was average. I played through it twice on release day with another chap, as you say. So we played through it on the average difficulty setting.
Yeah.
And then we played through it on the harder difficulty setting, and he enjoyed it a little bit more than me.
Yeah.
I just didn't feel it. I don't know if it was because I was playing as a class that I don't particularly have any
affinity.
Any affinity. Yeah, so I tried it again second time through with Assault, which I'll talk more about Assault in a second. And I still didn't really enjoy it. It didn't feel like Space Hulk to me.
Okay.
And I think that coloured my perception a little bit. This is not to say it's bad at all. It's not bad at all, dude. It's another fun map. It's way more fun on the harder difficulty setting.
Okay.
Way more interesting, way more fun. I would say if you're even remotely leveled on any of the characters or any of the classes, it's a little bit easier.
Okay.
The boss fights, it's a couple of is it High Tyrant Primes, the wingy ones?
Yeah, I think so.
So it's in those are in it now, and it's not a particularly difficult boss fight. And then you've got like a time section at the end, so you beat the boss, and that's not just the end of it. Then you've got to get out in a timer.
Okay.
Before the ship goes boom boom.
Oh, that's
So it's the one that like smashes into the obelisk when you're playing through the main campaign of the game. You know that?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So this is that part.
Oh, okay. So there's a tie-in.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
All of the missions that you play in PvE are from, you know, when you play through as Titus in the main game.
Yeah.
All of the PvE missions are the other team doing the things where he's on the comm and boxes like we're doing this one, you're doing that, and that's what those missions are.
Makes sense.
Yeah, that's why it says at the beginning of the game when I said you should complete the story mode before you do these.
Yeah.
It's got spoilers for the rest of the game in.
Right. Oh, that makes a lot of sense now. I'll never put that together. I mean, yeah, I've not played it yet. I'm excited to try it out over the weekend, but I just think it's really cool that they're still adding to the game.
Yeah, totally.
And I've seen some pictures and some YouTube videos of the new Blood Angels skin,
cool.
and even the Salamander stuff looks pretty cool. But have you had a look at them? Have you bought any of them yet?
I've not bought any of the new cosmetics.
No.
I'm interested in the Blood Angel ones, but obviously
You'd paint it black, wouldn't you? You've got.
I would paint it. Oh yeah, I'd absolutely go to come there. I don't know if you can put a different helmet on it.
Oh, I don't know. But I don't know why you
Interesting.
would, because I like that one personally.
Well, I would because, you know, Mark 7 and Mark 8 helmets exist.
Yeah.
Why would you ever have any other type of helmet on anything?
They've made customization for the chaos side of it as well, haven't they? For the PvP.
Yes.
Yeah, which is quite cool.
Yeah, there's a couple of elements in there.
Yeah.
And I've only dabbled with that. What I did mess about with a little bit more is changing around some of the heroic weapons that I have.
Yeah.
So I did buy apparently the worst of the new heroic weapons.
Which one was it? The hammer?
No.
I thought you would have bought that.
I went with my heart and I looked at like what I was trying to do and I went with the heroic bolt pistol. So it's like,
Is that the red and white one?
yes.
Yeah.
Awful color scheme.
It is, yeah.
But I was
I thought you'd have gone
thought
straight for the hammer.
I was going to go through for the ammo, but I only had 650 reclamation points. I think
right.
so. I was like,
Sniper rifle looked cool as
the
well.
sniper rifle is very cool, but I've not played the sniper class yet at all. I mean, I'm level 1
Yeah, okay.
on that. I've not even touched it. So I was like, well, if I get the heavy bolt pistol one,
Yeah.
that'll let me go through another couple of the classes. So I can use it with my assault.
Yeah.
I can use it with
It's more
bulwark.
versatile, yeah.
I can use it with my tack.
I like the heavy bolt pistol.
It's cool.
Yeah.
This one is apparently not great. For me, I was fine with it, but firing from the hip is just like massively inaccurate. So if you get a headshot, it's one hit kill.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
but
yeah.
it's so inaccurate, it's untrue.
Yeah. Oh, so you fire it from the hip rather than...
You can fire it from the hip, yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
And it's just, it's cool.
Alright.
It's really good. Obviously, if you do the parry shot thing,
Yeah.
then you get one hit kills and it's just like absolutely trouncing stuff. For me, I'm not a high enough level player for it to make a difference, even though it's like statistically the worst weapon.
We're
worst
we're
of the
casual players, aren't
I'm very casual,
So,
very, very casual. But it's cool. I am obviously going to get the Thunderhammer one.
and I'm glad you are, because I like when we play together and when you play the assault class with the hammer, when I just see you streaking ahead of me and then smashing everything with the hammer, it's pretty cool.
It is very cool.
'Cause I don't like playing with the hammer, personally.
I really like the hammer.
It's a bit slow for me. I like spinning around with the axe.
This is what turned me off of getting the hammer first, because that heroic hammer is way slower and it's got, I think it's like half the cleaving stat of the one that I've currently got, which I think is the highest level rare relic one. Is it? Yeah, I've got the relic one with the traitorous skin on it,
Right.
which looks cool as hell. And this one is, I think it goes to 12, doesn't it? So I think it's 6 cleaving and then 8 damage and then 12 on whatever the other one is. Oh, speed. The speed, I think, is a little bit slower as well, so it's not as good for parrying either.
Okay.
But, the shock thing is very, very cool, especially if you get the timing right.
Hmm.
And there's a couple of class perks as well where you can charge up it reduces the charge speed.
Yeah.
So you only get the shock effect on a fuller charge. You can't get it from like the assault ground pound, because that doesn't count. That doesn't count as a charge.
I won't be getting that then.
Yeah. But also with the assault now, they've added so previously you could do the floor dash with the jump pack.
Yeah.
But you couldn't do the hammer attack from it.
Oh,
They've
can you
added
now?
that in now, and mate, it is like,
Oh, that's cool.
it is nuts in PvP as well.
That's a bit of
I
a
mean, it's
game
like
changer, that.
one-shotting. Yeah.
I don't like using that term, but it sounds cool. Oh, maybe that'll change my mind on the hammer. Might have to give it a go, because I do like the assault class as well.
You can have the hammer on other classes,
Yeah, but
Like bulwark if you really
I
want.
don't like bulwark though.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it. I like assault, vanguard. They're my two that I would pick over anything else.
Interesting.
I think it's the speed. I like the speed element. I like to sort of just be that sort of whirling dervish of madness in the sea of tyranids spinning around. Just that's what my idea of a space marine is. So
Totally.
yeah,
I'm with you on that one,
I
man.
feel like they run a bit slow in that game as well, because in the lore they're supposed to be faster, and it feels a bit sluggish. I understand why they've done it, but yeah, that's why I like the faster classes, because I can
That's fair.
utilize the speed with the jump pack, obviously, and with the grapple gun with the vanguard ones.
Yeah, totally. I think of the two, I want to go Vanguard next.
Just doesn't look as cool as the assault marines.
It doesn't look as cool, but I'd like the assault marine without the jump pack.
Yeah?
Yeah. That's what I would like.
Okay, if you had the choice to take that off.
If I could take the jump pack off and replace its skill with perhaps the tactical marines.
Yeah. Okay.
Or I don't know what else. What would the assault marine have? Maybe something like a charge for the Emperor buff.
Yeah.
Where he gets invulnerability. Because I think that's the problem for me with the assault marine, because I like to get in and play quite aggressively.
Yeah.
There's very little way, and I thought for this one they may have put in a perk that would let me regen health or armor or something. There's no in there. It makes him kind of like a glass cannon.
Yeah, okay.
That's the problem for me with the assault. So it's being able to play with the Thunderhammer on a different class is probably a little bit better for me. But again, Bulwark, not my ideal class. I don't.
Okay.
I think there's perks that they swapped out if you take the Thunderhammer because obviously you can't take the Storm Shield.
Yes, because it's two-handed, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think only Terminators take Thunderhammer and Storm Shield.
I want to say yes.
There definitely used to be like an old metal Terminator that had
Yeah.
Thunderhammer and Storm Shield, but yeah, I'm pretty certain the Bulwark takes just the Thunderhammer and you lose the Storm Shield. In which case, you're losing a lot of the utility of the Bulwark, I'm
Yeah,
guessing.
it's the whole
I don't
point of it, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I'm probably reading way too much crap into this because I don't play competitive. I play for fun.
Yeah,
we
that's
we,
it.
we do, and that's
Yeah.
it.
We play after work for a laugh, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I'm excited to play it. You know, I like the idea of the Space Hulk. Yeah, I'm excited to try.
It looks glorious. I
I
play
have purposely not looked at it, so I want it to be a full-on surprise.
the beginning part of the new reclamation level is gorgeous. In
Yeah.
space, yeah. You'll really enjoy it. And, like, check out the backgrounds because there's a massive Nid hive ship,
Oh,
and it looks spectacular to the point where, like I said, I played through it twice. Because I found out this as well. Everybody else is probably going to know this, but I didn't know I could take my Xbox save and then put it on the PC as well.
yeah, I remember you telling me that. Yeah,
With
I
the,
didn't know
the
you could do
pros
that.
thing, so I can take my. I thought it'd do it for game save,
Yeah,
but I didn't realize it took my stats. So it
Yeah.
doesn't take your DLC.
because it's the account, isn't it? With what was it?
Yeah,
Pros.
pros account or whatever it was previously if you transfer your account. But
Mm.
I went from seeing it on Xbox. I was like, oh, this looks cool. So I ran upstairs and I tried it on the PC. Oh my god,
Massively different.
yeah, dude, I had everything turned like my PC is pretty high spec gaming rig,
Yeah.
and I had everything turned on, like running it in like ridiculous
As best as you. Yeah.
as high as it would go. Oh my days, that game is glorious looking, and that level is just beautiful. I'm just, oh yeah, it's next level. It's next level, absolutely. And I looked at the Sanguinius skin, whatever it is, the Blood Angel one.
Yeah.
Oh man,
So,
it looks good on Xbox, but oh my
yeah.
god, it looked amazing.
We'll only look at it on Xbox, but yeah, I'm still
I
excited.
really enjoyed it.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Yeah. Well, yeah, it sounds like a positive addition, and from what I've seen online, even though I've been trying to keep away from it, people are pretty happy with it. So
Yeah, it seems really fun. Like I say, I think the sniper rifle one would be really cool. It's nice to see that they're adding other weapons and stuff in there.
Yeah.
Onto that, I hope they do that a little bit more frequently, perhaps.
yeah, maybe so.
Hoping they're going to add some more maps as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll let us play as heretics. That'd be nice. Apart from in PvP,
mm,
I'd like that.
one of the things that I really liked, and it was kind of, I didn't know they were doing this. Oh, I didn't think it'd be something that did it automatically. So, do you know when you have bots on your team?
Yeah.
It uses your layouts and weapon loadouts from the class that you've already got. So, say you've got Attack Marine joins your company. So, all of mine, when I play by myself now, are Dark Angels.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so like if you've already done an armor customization for each of your things and your default weapon layouts and all of the skins for your weapons and stuff,
Yeah.
that's the bot skin that it.
Oh, is that
so,
new?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's really cool.
No more Ultramarine. So like
Oh, that's good. No more Ultramarines.
it was ace. It was wonderful. I was sat there.
Oh, right.
Obviously,
yeah.
there was.
That's a nice little bit of immersion there.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, no, I
Really
like that.
It's like this is cool. The only thing that would have been nice is if you took the bots into Siege. Is it Siege? Yeah, it is. It's Siege mode, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you can get the Dreadnought in that, can't you? The Redemptor and stuff. It'd have been great if it swapped out the Dreadnought skin for your
Oh,
chapter
yeah,
specific one. So it's like, still an Ultramarine Dreadnought.
Maybe one day.
But that would have been, that would have been really, really nice. But overall, I think it's a really good update. And do you know what? I really enjoyed looking forward to it coming out.
Yeah.
And then having it's can't help being ill, but I was like looking forward to kind of playing with you. But luckily,
Yeah.
somebody else to play it with. So that wasn't too bad. But it was really fun kind of having a free, exciting experience for it's
Yeah.
like, I appreciated that.
Yeah, I mean, it is nice when you get something for free. I know the DLC for the skins is paid, but unless you've got the season pass, but neither of us have we?
No, it's too expensive for me.
Yeah. But no, I'm excited to play it. I'm really looking forward to see what people are getting excited about. So
We'll have to have a blot on it when you've got some time. We'll smash through it.
yeah, I'd say the weekend, but you're pretty stacked out. Next week, do one evening next week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Perhaps I may get some time tomorrow night, but we will see.
we'll see. We'll take it as it comes.
Yeah.
Cool. Right. Should we have a chat about? Normally we'd do a hobby update here, wouldn't we? I guess. But
Before we do, is there something else about Space Marine that you want to talk about?
oh, is there?
I thought you wanted to talk about the Acheron guy.
Oh, I suppose that's a good segue into
It's not Acheron, is it?
mini of the moment, Acheron.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, mini of the moment. Drum roll, please. What is it this week? So, what is this model actually called?
Captain in Phobos armor.
Captain in Phobos armor. And how did we not notice that it is clearly
Acheron.
Captain Acheron? Yeah.
I'm sure everybody else has in this.
I don't know how
knows.
this slipped by us that this is blatantly Captain Acheron, but yeah, we kind of just came to this realization this week, didn't we?
It really is.
Yeah. But what do you think to the sculpt?
Well, I've painted this model.
Yeah.
I still have it. Yeah, I've got a Dark Angel of it. Yeah,
Oh, of course you have.
I did convert it, so it's obviously got a Dark Angel helmet on.
Yeah.
But yeah, I still really like this. I seem to be one of the few people that likes Phobos armor.
I like Phobos armor.
I like Phobos armor. I really do. I don't hate it at all. I think for a Space Marine captain, he's fine. I think he looks cool.
I think it looks cool. I think it's busy, but it's not cluttered.
Yeah. I mean, the thing that I don't like about it is I don't know what they're called. Like
Say what you see.
the red doofers, like the bits of rope across his chest.
Oh yeah. I don't know what you
It,
call
it reads as too, that with the cape reads as too Ultramarine for me. But
yeah, I suppose he is an Ultramarines captain though.
it doesn't look too captain-y.
No.
It needs to be on like a
Needs to
it needs a bigger tactical rock, I guess, I suppose.
yeah, needs a bit more presence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the actual sculpt overall I like.
Yeah. Well, it's a little bit different this month because this month, I've said it now. This time around rather than this month. I kind of wanted to talk more because one, we didn't notice that was clearly Captain Acheron. How long has this model been out?
Maybe 7, 8
Yeah,
years.
so they must have modeled the game version on the model, which I think is quite a nice touch. But what do you think to him being written out of the law in the way that he was? How do you feel about it? Take off our we don't like Ultramarines hat.
I think he was one of the cooler characters in it, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think he was way more interesting than Titus.
I do actually, yeah. And I don't like the way they wrote the character in what was a blog post, essentially. Wasn't
Yeah, right?
it? Yeah.
Yeah, it was just...
You didn't even see it. You didn't see it until I told you.
I had no idea about it.
Yeah.
I think they could have tried harder. What would have been nice if they'd have done a single level DLC or a PvE campaign where, regardless of whether you win or lose it, he dies at the end of it, and that's how they got.
I'll put it into the story of the game.
And just
Yeah.
do it almost like as an epilogue, so that secret level still canonically thing.
Yeah.
But perhaps yeah. So if you do it as an epilogue, but without Titus in it,
Yeah.
as a PvE piece in the game,
Yeah.
he dies. Titus can't be in it anyway because he's sodded off with Leandros and whoever to do whatever they're doing over there.
Yeah.
And then like at least give him like a proper end.
Yeah. Yeah. Give him a more dignified ending, I would say.
Because he was a badass. I mean, he
was.
was like, ideally, would he have come back as a Redemptor and have a big Scottish badass Redemptor that just wanted to...
With like a Tam O'Shanter hat.
Oh, it would have been amazing.
That would have been cool. McDreadnought.
With a big metallic beard on there, get like a Votan to
That would be cool. Yeah.
sculpt the on. But
I think he just as a character had more character than Titus for me, and I think he wasn't overtly Ultramarine in the way he spoke and the way he sort of
Agreed.
acted, and I think that's why I was drawn to him in that game. And yeah, I feel a bit gutted that he got written out in the way that he did, but I suppose this kind of leads us nicely into this whole idea of Titus as a new sort of poster boy for Ultramarines and 40k on the whole, doesn't it?
yeah.
Because it's almost like a lot of the, let's say, minor characters have been shunted to one side to try and elevate Titus.
Feels that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I go back to, I mean, we all know I'm no massive fan of the Ultramarines, but Yeah, I remember the Ultramarines omnibuses. Omnibuses? Is that, I don't know. The Ultramarine omnibus books. There was 2 of them, wasn't there? Anyway, Uriel Ventris.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to that guy?
He's got a new model, hasn't he? You got
It's not new though, is it?
there's a newish one, isn't there?
How new?
It's like past couple of years.
It's longer than that, isn't
Nah,
it?
there is, man.
Well,
Yeah, there is. Google it.
okay, I will. But yeah, I mean, it's characters like that, and then Acheron's been shunted, and I mean, how long is it going to be before Titus is the chapter master?
I mean, if I had a choice, and I know this wouldn't be a thing, but if I had a choice between Titus and what's he called? The dude from Bolt Gun, the badass. Maliam Kader?
Something like that, yeah.
I mean, dude, that guy makes Titus look like a wuss.
Uriel Ventris is 5 years old. That model, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, 2021.
Really? Has
Yeah.
it not been a newer one since then?
Nope, 17th of Feb 21. So
Okay.
I'm nearly 5 years. Not quite,
I don't like his name, I'm not gonna lie.
because it's like Muriel.
No. I mean, isn't Uriel one of the angels, one of the archangels?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not as well read as you.
So,
Possibly. I quite like that, but then again, I like that because I know more of this character from reading 6 novels with him as the.
oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, was it?
I don't know.
2 Ultramarines omnibuses, wasn't there?
I don't know.
So he's got more of background for me than Titus ever has, because Titus has been around less time in reality than,
Oh, yeah.
let's say, Ventress or Calgar or these other guys that we kind of know a bit more about. And I kind of feel like Titus is being forced upon us a little bit. It's almost like they're trying to do everything they can to make Titus likable. And I don't know, it's just me, but I don't really gravitate towards Titus. I don't
No.
think he's got enough about him for me to think he's
Do you know
that cool.
when you look at Titus, all I can see, and I don't know if they've done this deliberately, it just looks like a younger Calgar. They're like they've got a very specific look. When you look at somebody like Archon, how do you pronounce his name? Acheron, him, and the other guys, they feel more disposable because the Ultramarines have got like this chisel-jawed, steely-eyed Dominic look to them, and it's like very generic. I can see why the rumor is that Cavill's going to play him, because he literally looks like Henry Cavill, but a little bit older, a little bit more stoic, which will be disappointing because I think Henry Cavill is obviously an absolute ledge, and I think him playing Titus is
Disservice to him.
a massive disservice to him.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just comes across as really boring.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But I can't say. And granted, I don't know much about Ultramarines characters other than Maliam Kader, who I think, or Malim,
I don't know. The one from Bottom.
the one from Bolton, Maliam Kader. I'm sure he's called Maliam Kader. That guy is an absolute animal. He needs to leave the Ultramarines and go and join the Carcharodons, because
Or the Red Corsairs or something.
no, a good chapter. That guy is so un-Ultramarine, and he's actually interested.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if they do something in the narrative, but Kader just doesn't see. He seems like an absolute animal, does Kader? No, not Kader. What's his face? Titus. But then when he's not fighting, he's just so boring. It's like, I don't get that inner rage that would fuel that level of fighting. And I know the Space Marines, I know they're genetically predisposed to all of this stuff, but
It doesn't seem like a Space Marine to me.
it doesn't,
He's just
does
a
it? He seems like a
broken power.
politician.
Yeah.
And that new model makes me think,
Excuse me.
is whatever they're going towards with this, is it going to be like not action oriented and a Game of Thrones style political drama?
Real
Because
intrigue type.
I mean, because that new Titus model is exactly the same as that badass Slaves to Darkness model. It's the same pose and everything from a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
It's like literally the same pose. Same shoulder, like cloak on the shoulder and stuff.
Oh, I didn't notice that too. You told me.
Comes
actually, yeah.
across regal and all this other stuff. And great. I get that he's now a captain. But when you look at that compared to Acheron, it's like Acheron didn't have any of this stuff. And I know he's supposed to be doing the whole reclaiming the 500 worlds and stuff.
Acheron looked like a soldier though.
It looked like a soldier, right?
Where it doesn't to me.
Titus just looks. I mean, no, it doesn't.
What did we say? We said before he looks like. You said he looked like a
a chisel-jawed, steely-eyed Dominic.
I think you said something like he looked like
Politician.
no, a bloke you'd see on a market stall, didn't you? A few
Oh yeah, down in London, like get your apples and pears here. Come on,
Cockney vegetable sell
Yeah.
something.
3 for a pound.
But no, I don't know. I mean, maybe this is because we're not Ultramarines fans. Yeah, it just seems like a bit of a strange move. I think there's a lot of characters that have a bit more gravitas to me than Titus, and Titus to me doesn't scream Warhammer 40,000 on the whole.
No.
And that's what I'm struggling with a little bit at the moment. But maybe we'll see some more with when this 500 Worlds kind of stuff gets released, and there's some more lore about him, and we see more of that game fleshed out. Then maybe we'll have a bit more context behind it. And if the rumors are to be believed that Henry Cavill is going to be playing him in a series, maybe that'll add a bit more weight to it, but I don't know. I really don't know.
No, me neither. It'd be interesting to see him interact with some other chapters, I think, and see how he deals with that sort of interplay, the tension.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
I'd like to see him be ridiculed by a space wolf.
Dude, I was literally thinking exactly the same
yeah.
thing there. Like literally, get out of my head.
But I kind of feel like that's the vibe. He's just a bit of, I don't know, there's not a lot to him to me.
Bit of a ponce, bit up himself.
Yeah, maybe so. I'm
No, I'm an ultramarine.
Yeah.
I'm back now. I've been in the death company, but I'm still an ultramarine.
Well, I feel like he'd get his ass handed to him by, a captain of most other chapters.
Oh yeah,
Like Ragnar Blackmane.
I
would
just slap
batter
him.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, just like Gant Floor Smurf.
Yeah. There just doesn't, there's no sense of aggression to him or his sculpt or his pose. And yeah, I don't get it. But maybe.
I mean, is it supposed to come across as like stoic resolve from him that he is an absolute badass and he doesn't need that dynamicism? But
I mean, look at Calgar. Calgar looks like he could batter you.
the thing, what with his massive robot hands?
Yeah, he's like massive fist. Yeah, it looks like he's gonna absolutely pummel you into oblivion. But excellent choice of words there. But no, he doesn't seem to have anything that particularly makes him stand out.
He's got a chainsaw.
Well, who doesn't have a chainsaw in the 41st millennium? I'll answer that because there's a lot of people that don't. But you know what I mean. He's got a chainsaw.
No, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
There's nothing that kind of
Nothing that sets him apart as being something special to me. Yeah, and it seems a little strange, but I don't know. What do you guys think?
Yeah, let us know. Let
Yeah.
us know. Are we being overly harsh on?
I think we're a bit grumpy today, aren't we?
I think everybody's a little bit grumpy. It's that
Yeah.
time of year, isn't it?
It's stressful.
It is.
Okay, well, let's move on from that.
It's a nice segue, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, this kind of segues us nicely into where we would normally do the hobby update. I think it's fair to say we're both in a bit of a hobby slump at the moment. As you could probably tell in the tone of our voice and what we've been talking about, we're two grumpy old men today. So yeah, what's been going on? I would normally ask what you've been doing, but neither of us have done a right lot, have we?
I don't think so. I'm still working on exactly. Well, I've only painted once in the last week.
I mean, that's more than me.
I have made some progress, but I'm still painting Vordry.
Yeah.
And the other thing that I'm painting, which is the Vampire Lord and Nightmare Steed.
Yeah.
I have built a couple of models. I've built the Skinnerkin.
Okay.
So that's done.
Yeah.
But other than that, and that was all in the same day, I've not done anything. I've just not been in the mood.
Yeah, same. I think, I've said it, I've been a bit overworked, a bit under the weather for a bit, and, I spent a lot of my time just kind of recovering from that. Nothing major, just works hard. It's a stressful time of the year. It's busy. And sometimes after work, the last thing I really fancy doing is focusing on painting a model or something like that when I'm kind of needing to zone out a bit. But I think we were having this discussion in the Discord, weren't we? Was it last night or earlier today? I can't remember. All the days are blurring into one at the moment. But we were all kind of talking. There's been a few of us that are feeling this bit of hobby burnout situation at the moment. And, we're all busy with work and, we're all adults. We have adult responsibilities. And it's tough. I mean, I kind of came to the realization that I had a lot of drive when I was painting my Night Haunt, to get that army finished and get them on the table. And I'm super happy with how they came out. And I was excited to do that and to have the finished article, to have it all there. you know, and done. And I felt a real sense of accomplishment that I did that. And I was really proud of myself for getting that far, because there's always a running joke that I never do any painting and I never get it finished on time. And I know it is a joke, but you know, when I turned up to your house and I had them in the boxes, I was like, these are all done. And, you know, they look good, if I do say so myself. I'm still super proud of them, don't get me wrong. But I kind of feel like there's no deadline in play at the moment. And that's kind of, I don't know if it's stopping me from picking anything up, but I've got no real urgency to do anything. I mean, I suppose this kind of ties in with my hobby update, because we've been making some plans for next year, because we've said it before on the podcast that next year we want to play a lot more than we have done this year, and Kill Team something that we want to play. So I bought the Nemesis Claw Kill Team, and I've been digging through my bits box for some Heresy era armor, just to change it up a bit to make them a bit more what I expect
Okay.
Night Lords to be. Take some of the overtly chaos iconography off them to make them look more just like unaligned heretics.
Sure.
And I'm super excited to do that, but I I'm finding it hard to start, you know, just to open the box and get my knife and my files and my clippers and, you know, just to make a start. It's, I don't know, I feel like there's some sort of blocker there, even though I really want to do it and I'm excited to do it. I don't know, I'm struggling. And I can't really put my finger on why. I don't know if it's because there's no deadline in play at the moment, or I don't know. What do you think?
I think, well, I can't put a finger on what your blockers are.
No.
I think perhaps for me, and me telling you about this may make kind of focus you on some of your stuff, perhaps. I'm finding it like exhausting to keep up with the releases and I find maintaining the excitement, even though I'm excited about the universe and models, keeping up with the releases and then feeling I've got to get through stuff. Otherwise, I'm just buying things and not painting.
Yeah.
Exhausting, even though the painting is for me a product of me getting it out of the way because I want to enjoy painting again. So I'm painting stuff to play with because I really, really want to play, but I also want to paint for enjoyment as well.
Yeah, yeah.
It's kind of like a side hobby.
Yeah.
And then add in the self-imposed stress of trying to maintain a release schedule for a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And work on those projects alongside that.
And a podcast.
And a podcast, but the podcast is much less effort
Yeah.
because it's talking about all the other stuff, isn't it?
Yeah. It's just us having a conversation. That was the whole point all along, wasn't it?
Which is fine, but I think now I've started to look at the Kill Team stuff again, and I'm like, Christ, I've got to shift my focus, and I've still got so much stuff to finish for all of the AOS stuff to the left.
Yeah.
So we've got like AOS, we've got Spearhead, we've got Curse City, we're going to have Dark Water to play. I've still not done the battle boards, we've still not played any Path to Glory.
No.
And like now we're talking about Kill Team, I'm like, right, I've got to build the Kill Team so we can play that.
Yeah.
And I picked up the rule, and it's like, we've got all of this stuff, and it's like, I'm trying to be motivated to paint it, to play it, cram it all in. And I'm like spending
We put a lot of pressure on ourselves.
time to do it all, and it's like,
Especially let's face it, I don't want to say it because it's still just November. It's Christmas around the corner, and we're busy with family stuff. We're busy with spending money on Christmas, making plans to see people, all that good stuff that comes with Christmas eats into your hobby time. So
it does. It does. And I think
me.
as well for me, what the problem is I'm easily led by people. It's like when I've played Kill Team, I've enjoyed Kill Team, and I kind of gone away else, and now you've got him back into the 40k stuff and stuff like, right, great. As I'm getting into more stuff, and I'm like, but I want to focus on this and that, and it's like, where am I focusing?
Yeah.
But then you want to carry on having engaging conversations and stuff, so you kind of do look to the left and right to all of these other things, and that's, I think, is exhausting. And then when I'm going to hobby, even though I have some time, yes, I'm tired, but if I don't sit in a dark room in front of a TV, I feel more awake, and that's through my own doing.
Yeah.
It comes down to having the same thing as having multiple streaming platforms. It's analysis paralysis. It's like, what am I going to work on at the moment?
Yeah.
I've got all of these things to work on, and then I've got these artificial pressures of like wanting to finish this army before I can move on to this. Whereas I think somebody on the server was talking earlier on the Discord server, and saying like, I stopped doing that and I'm painting one model at a time for enjoyment.
Yeah.
I think if we could get back into that at the moment, it'd be better.
Yeah, I think for me, because the impetus has dropped from my night haunt because I've got my Past to Glory range finished, and sorry, that hot sauce we've had is still affecting me,
We can
which
talk about that in a
we
minute.
will talk about
Oh,
that. Yeah. Again, I'm super proud of it, but I kind of feel like my momentum dropped a bit,
Mhm.
and then as you say, we get excited about all these different methods that we're thinking about, and yeah, it's a lot. But I'm in a bit of a slump, but I'm sure I'm going to pick myself up out of it. It's somebody else said in the Discord, when times are a bit tough and life is like this, and don't get me wrong, this is just me being a bit melodramatic because I've had a busy couple of weeks at work and I've not been sleeping well, but it is important to try and make a little bit of time for yourself, even if it's just an hour here or there. And I know I will feel better for it, and that's what Sai said in the Discord. And do you know what? I think he's right. I'm going to try and get some time this weekend, being that it's Thursday today, just to make a start on my night lords. And I think once I get going, I'll have momentum and I'll have drive to keep going because I bought the paints for them. I've got the little conversion bits. I've got some ideas for that, and I've really been enjoying reading the book. I'm reading the first of the 3 Night Lords books, and I'm really enjoying that. So that is, I'm calling that a bit of hobby progress because I'm reading that to
Yeah.
give me that motivation.
Totally.
Really cool book. If nobody's read that trilogy by Aaron Dembski Bowden, I believe it is. Yeah, go read them. They're super good. They've been out for ages. Soul Hunter, one of the best ones. I'd recommend that to anybody, even if you don't like Night Lords. Because you don't, do you?
No.
We'll
To say that I don't like them would be an understatement.
Yeah, which is why I picked them, because I thought when we do play Kill Team, you'll have a reason to go after me, right?
Oh, yeah.
Not that you needed one, but yeah, yeah. It's busy, and I'm tired, and Christmas is coming, and I love Warhammer, and I feel a bit paralyzed to even pick it up because I get I get so in my own head that I know I'm tired, and I kind of feel like I'm going to make mistakes, or I'm not going to do it to the best of my ability, and then it kind of stops me from doing it. And I don't think that's the right way to think about it.
No, it's not, because you can just paint over it.
Yeah, yeah,
What's the worst that could happen?
you're absolutely right. What's the worst that could happen?
But it's easy to say, isn't it, when somebody else says it to you, but I'm exactly the same. I'm like, I can't paint this because it's my best model.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, I think I've got some really cool ideas what I want to do with that kill team. I don't think it needs a lot of work doing to it to make it stand out, but yeah, taking some of the overtly chaos stuff out of it kind of lends it more towards my idea of what they should look like. Put in some of the old armor variants, just to give them that sort of historic feel and that sort of scavenger mentality.
I like that. I think that's a really good idea.
Yeah, and
Actually.
I'm not going to overdo it. It might only be on 3, 4 of the models where they just have maybe an older pattern chainsword, an older pattern helmet, backpack, that kind of thing. And I think that'll just add a little bit of flavor into it. And yeah, I'm excited for that.
Yeah,
And
that'd be good.
I'm looking forward to using it as a bit of time to try and level up some painting as well. I'm going to try and paint the lightning on the armor.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to doing that. I bought the paints and everything because I bought some shades I didn't have, so
Nice.
I've got no excuse to not do it, have I? But
Not really.
no,
No.
but yeah, it's just one of them things, isn't it? But yeah, I think we're just busy, aren't we? Busy lads.
It's finding a slump. I think everybody naturally kind of gets to this point in the year as well and slows down a little bit. It becomes like
That's
the
been
end's in sight.
it feels good year though. Good year for hobby. I think we've had quite.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I know we're not doing our yearly roundup, but I mean, I think if you look at what we've both done this year, building, painting, playing, I've never done more than I have this year.
No, me neither.
So I think I need to give myself a bit of a break.
If I manage to paint the Dark Water stuff
Hmm.
before the 1st of January, I'll have painted almost 500 models this year.
That's insane. That's really good.
I think it'll be 492 models.
Yeah.
Which is
I mean, just get a kill team painted then.
a
You hit
huge
500.
amount.
I'm not putting
Huge
any
amount compared to anything I've done.
Look, I'm never putting any pressure on you to build a kill team so we can play kill team quicker. You know that, right? Don't ever feel any pressure from me because I get excited and I get carried away. But I think we both do that and we feed off each other.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's the point.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't want you to ever feel any pressure to get anything completed quicker because I'm excited.
No, I've got the models.
Yeah.
They're all there for the. I think it's called Kill Team Justin is the one that I'm going to base off of.
Okay.
So they just need converting. Yes, I have an idea that will be an interesting painting project, which is what we talked about before. And
Yeah.
each one is a different chapter.
Mm.
But I've got other projects to finish first. I really want to get Vordry finished.
Yeah.
And the Vampire Lord and Nightmare Steed, because that's all my Path to Glory stuff done, pretty much so. And once I've done that and Kado, Blades of the Hollow King, that is all then
That's that.
currently released.
I was just saying that's that range done.
Yeah, that's the entire range done.
Yeah. And that'll be a great feeling when you do that, I'm sure.
And then I'll be happy because I'll be able to, even if I've moved my painting setup, somewhere else I can have the battle board set up on my gaming desk.
Yeah.
I can play AOS with myself and learn properly how to play it. And go through the motions. I'll have 2 completely lovely painted armies that I'm happy with. And sometimes I can do that. Maybe put like a little persona on. I can be like good Wayne and evil Wayne. There's a walk around each side of it.
We put like I'd say you put a fake mustache and glasses on, but you have a mustache and glasses anyway, so.
Oh, it's not much. Well, yeah, I suppose it is a mustache, but it's a beard. I have a mighty beard.
Yes,
What do you think of it? I'm growing it out a lot.
It looks good. I think yours has got longer, and I've cut mine right off.
Yeah, I was thinking I looked a little bit too young.
I know it's going to go. It does look good. I think yours fills out better than mine.
I don't know.
More manly than me.
No, I thought I looked like a little bit more space wolfy, which isn't what I was going for. I was going for like more. I need to be a bit more grown up at work. I suppose I
think it ticks both boxes. I think. Sorry, I'm just kind of looking adoringly at you across the table, but I don't know. I think you've got a nice gradient of color. Like you've got dark bits,
dark gray. It's a light gray.
You've got like dark bits, sort of browny, and then you've got almost reddy bits, and then you've got grayer bits and whiter bits, and it looks really cool.
Apparently, it's called salt and pepper. Yeah, is when you get to a certain age. And
my hair's starting that, but my beard isn't yet, so I'm getting there.
Look here.
I'm looking forward to when mine goes like that. I think I'll rock that.
Really?
Yeah, I really want that. You've got a couple of years.
Yeah, I've got more than a couple. It's getting there. We'll see. We'll see if it.
I mean, do you know what? It looks smart still, which I think it's really good. Like,
it's just the style likes kicking out. No, I do want it to look smart.
Yeah.
But it's good. That's all. I like how it is. I feel like I'm regressing back to my Unix days when I felt like I needed a large Unix beard to be a dev.
What's a Unix beard?
It's an operating system I used to write for.
Nerd.
Yeah. Duh. Says the guy doing a podcast about little space toys.
There's the guy doing a Warhammer podcast. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to beleaguer that point because I don't want to sound like I'm just being mardy. I've just complaining because I've had a couple hard weeks at work.
No, but I think this is the reality of it, isn't it? And this is something that we've talked about. I think things ebb and flow, and this is part of the hobby. Is you dip in and dip out. When it stops being fun, you stop doing it and perhaps take a step back and then refocus on something that is. I do think like one of my focuses for next year is definitely going to be playing more, but also to be buying less.
Yeah.
And get over that FOMO element because
I feel I get that, and I feel like I've come to that conclusion a little sooner than you. I think because I've only really got back into the hobby this year, haven't I? And I went for one army, changed my mind, and went for another army, and I'm super happy that I did that. And I've kind of got the range set for Path to Glory, and I'm really happy with that. And even though they brought some new stuff out, it's not my idea of where I want my army to go, so I don't feel like I've missed anything with that. I might get a bit of fear of missing out if new fire slays turn up in the new year. We'll cross that bridge if and when we come to it. But no, I'm in a good position. We're not looking at playing fully fledged 40k just yet. But kill teams are
God.
Kill teams a nice thing to buy, isn't it? Because it's low model count.
Yeah,
relatively cheap, I dare say. And I'm not really missing out on the new sets that have come out because I wanted to play Night Lords, so I got Night Lords. So I want to be the bad guy for a change.
No, that's fine. I can speak from experience with the previous guild team where I bought every single set of it.
Yeah. I don't have that mentality.
And I only ever played Octarius.
Yeah.
Didn't play any of the other rule sets.
I mean, I did.
No, I'm lying. I played the Gallo Dark stuff.
I, having said that, though, I do have the Krieg kill team. But the reason why I have not, I'm not going to play with them first is because I've read that it's quite a hard one to play as for a new player, because I've never played kill team. So yeah, that's why I've gone with Marines to start off with. And the Krieg one's still there. I've got them built. I've got them primed, and got a cool idea of how I'm going to paint them. But I think if we get to the point where we're playing kill team regularly, we're enjoying it, and I feel like I can make that jump from Marines to Guardsmen, then I've got them there, because I really like their lore as well.
Yeah,
And they're not going anywhere, are they? So
nope. Looks like they're going to be around for a while as that kill team anyway. So
yeah, I mean, they got a new army box, didn't they, as well? Christmas box.
They did indeed,
which is pretty cool. But yeah, I think I'm in a good place. Also a bad place. I don't know how to put that. I know I'm going to come out the slump, and I know I've got stuff to work on that'll help me get there. And it's not like I am waiting for something that is never going to come, and it's not like I've got a huge pile of shame to work through.
I mean, either.
You've got to get over this hump a little bit, really.
I think for me as well, one of the things that has like negatively impacted my hobby output recently is, as you say, we've been busier, so we've not chatted as much about Warhammer.
Yeah, we did.
At all, whereas before it was like constantly ping, pretty much all day whenever we had spare time, we were talking about Warhammer, and that has significantly dipped over the past 3-4 weeks.
Yeah, we've just both been really busy at work, and where we'd normally be, having lulls at work and not Skyping, but we'd be chatting about Warhammer, wouldn't we?
Yeah, I mean, there's
just
nothing
haven't
wrong
had the time
with
to do it.
between meetings and then texting somebody back, but there was that constant background noise of Warhammer, regardless of what it is. And when that's not being there, and like you say, like real life does take precedence of other things, unfortunately. When that's not there, sometimes that influence and like that excitement to paint those things, to do that hobby, to whatever it is.
Well, it's like you say, we feed off each other, don't we?
Yeah.
And if one of us is having a busy day, the other one might not be getting as much Warhammer content because the other one's not talking about it, and then vice versa. And then when you throw into the mix two guys that are super busy, it kind of just goes away. And then we're both knackered after work, and we might just want to put our feet up and watch a film at our respective houses. I'm talking about. We don't live together, but
Yet.
Not yet. We were talking about what we do. We win the lottery. But we'll come back to it though, won't we? We're gonna have to drop off for Christmas soon. Timing at work, right?
I mean, it's once I get past Christmas or to Christmas, I'm hoping like over the Christmas break I will have a little bit of time to do some hobby. I mean, obviously there'll be a lot of family stuff with having a toddler that's very, very, very excited for Christmas.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping that I will get a little time to unwind myself, and that's going to take the form of me doing some painting and modeling. I really want to, like, my focus, I really want to get those battle boards painted so that I can just play, even if it's at the cost of not getting Blades of the Hollow King and the Mausoleums done.
Oh, yeah, I forgot you had the Mausoleum.
Yeah. And I think one of the things that I have to, I'm being very greedy in talking to it.
No,
I think one of the things that I have to get over doing myself is recording every single thing that I paint, and just paint for me rather than painting for creating a tutorial of something. Because there's stuff that I've still got all the giants to do.
Oh yeah.
That's it. I've got like two mega gargants and 6 gargants to paint.
Yeah.
And a wodge of Gloomspite.
Yeah.
I've got like a full spearhead and a small battle force Gloomspite to give. But I want to do. I've got a real good idea for it. Granted, that one would make a good video as well. But and I've got all of the flesh eater carts, which reminds me, I need to get my battle tome back off. Like I said, there's some stuff in there that I need to look at. If you've done it, maybe I won't edit that out, whatever. But yeah, I've got an idea for that.
Okay.
Actually, can we move on to the next section? Because I've got some stuff to talk about.
Go for it. Yeah.
So let's not be. But yeah, I'm feeling motivated.
I was going to say your eyes just kind of lit up, and you started gesticulating with your hands, and you look excited. So give me some of that energy.
I'm trying to. I realised I'm wearing my wedding ring again, so I couldn't wear it, and I almost lost it. Where I've lost weight is on my frigging fingers, and my wedding ring came off.
Man, you would
So
have
I had to get one.
trouble.
I know. Well, I can't get this one back, so I had to get one of those
Did you put a spacer in it?
Yeah, a spacer in it so that I can't lose my wedding ring again.
How did you 3D print one?
No, I actually bought one. I can't 3D print silicon yet, but if I could.
Oh yeah, of course you can.
Anyway, so Flesh Eaters.
Yes.
I've just finished, like literally on the way here, finished listening to Usher on.
Okay.
Didn't enjoy it.
No.
Enjoyed it more like the last half of it.
Yeah.
And you're not supposed to like the antagonist. Why do I always get this wrong?
Protagonist. Antagonist.
Right. The protagonist is the baddie.
No, antagonist.
Antagonist is the baddie. Right. In this, they're both antagonists.
Okay.
So you've got Usher on,
Mhm.
and you've got the knob, the guy that's like, I can't remember his name, begins with C.
I don't know,
But
I've not read it.
he's like a proper, it really is a dick. He's a dislikable character. You're not meant to like him. So all the way up to it.
Is he as bad as Erebus? Is anybody as bad as Erebus?
Is anybody? But anyway, that's given me more agency to like think, oh, right, I want to get my Flesh Eaters done. And it was, overall, I didn't like the book, but there's a part, probably about 3/4 of the way through, where Usheron has an interaction with this young, now everybody's body smashed, arch knight, or kid that's trying to become an arch knight.
Okay.
And that really kind of, there's a specific part, I won't spoil it for anybody, but there's a specific part that made me think, oh, there's more Flesh Eaters, and that's made me kind of want to paint some more of those. So
Tell me off the microphone then. If you don't wanna spoil it.
yeah, I will do. I will. And that's really excited me to do that army. But there's some very specific elements I want to have on the bases.
Yeah.
Tying it together with what we've already done as well. So there's that nice interplay of what we've got with how we want the basing themes to work and stuff. But what I wanted to move on from the other one for, to be a bit more positive in a negative way, I suppose. But there's a couple of books as well. So I've just finished, like I say, literally today finished Usheron.
Yeah.
So I was going to go on from that because I bought Archmagos.
Okay.
Really excited to read that because of the new lore in there. And
Yeah.
I think we'll talk about that probably in the next episode.
Yeah, we could do that.
Because there's a lot of things that are
Happening.
laid thing. I'm not going to get a chance to read it.
Okay.
Before then, I'll listen to it. Because coming back to this side of things, before I started reading Usheron, listening to Usheron, I finished Queen of the Rose Throne, which is a Soulblight Gravelord's book.
Oh yes, I remember that.
Really didn't like it.
Didn't like
it at all. But there's a follow-on book from that, which seemingly I also own. I don't remember buying it, but it's up there. And my friend over in Canada, Bigsy, that I was talking to, he was like, "Oh, what did you think of the follow-up?" It's like, because I didn't like the main character.
Right.
And I have an inability to remember names at this point. I can't remember her name.
I don't know.
But she's one of the Castelli.
Right.
Kind of like a Castelli. She was a Castelli-ish, and then she got left behind, saying Queen of the Rose Throne. Do you know what the Castelli are?
Yeah.
The Crimson Keep.
Yeah.
So she kind of, like, she survived. The Crimson Keep sodded off, and like she was left outside of it. Died.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So she's the queen. Established another kingdom, so it's like she's still technically Castelli, but they never thought they'd see the Rose Throne. They
like that. Yeah. Maybe I need to read this one.
Yeah, I think you'd probably get more out of me.
Yeah.
I didn't like I don't like her as a character. And there was some elements of it. I mean, you're not necessarily supposed to like her, but compared to Kado,
very different.
Very different. And I like Kado as a flawed. I mean, he's almost like Batman, and I like that.
An anti-hero, isn't they?
So there's the Last of the Valari, which is the follow-on to Queen of the Rose.
Oh, I didn't realize that was a follow-on for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do that. Read Last of the Valari now. So I'll start that on the way home.
Yep.
And then I'll go on to Archmagos. I think I'll go on to Archmagos because seemingly at some point in the very recent past, I've also started Mind Flayer, which I don't remember anything about. So I need to read Man Flayer, not Mind Flayer. Mind Flayer is a film.
Yeah.
I haven't. So I need to finish reading Man Flayer.
Okay.
But I'm going to start again from the beginning. But I feel because I've already started it, I can't go to Archmagos and then come back to it now. I've seen that I've started it, so I must have. So I've got like 2 books before I can get to Archmagos. But I'm really looking forward to Archmagos. Like, properly looking forward to Archmagos. Freaking love Call. It's such a good character.
I'm really, I mean, there's a lot. Sorry. There's a couple of books I'm really looking forward to reading. I'm looking forward to getting past the first one in the Night Lords trilogy, because I'll be honest, it's been that long since I read them. I don't really remember the second book. I remember the first and third quite clearly. The middle one is a bit fuzzy in my mind, so I'm looking forward to getting to that part. And there's a couple of things I've asked for Christmas, one of them being a book, so I'm excited if Santa brings that. But we'll talk about that on the Christmas episode, won't we?
Yes.
Yeah. What I'm expecting for Christmas Warhammer-wise. I'll talk about that on the Christmas episode. Stuff I've asked for anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not quite at Christmas yet.
Yes. Perhaps not.
No, I mean, yeah, I suppose that's the hobby update, really. Or lack of hobby update.
Now I feel like there's been quite a lot of hobby. We've read a lot.
Yeah,
Of books.
we've read a lot, haven't we? And, you know, I feel like this is part of our hobby, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's not like we're not doing anything. And you've been playing on Space Marine 2, part of the hobby.
I have.
And
I've acquired a lot of books since
Yeah.
we last did it.
And we talk every day with the guys in the Discord and girls with the people in the Discord. That's hobby related. So it's not like, even though we're kind of almost beat ourselves up that we've not done a lot of physical hobby, we've done a lot of mental hobby.
Hobbying's the spectrum, I think.
Yeah.
And it takes a lot of various guises, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's like thinking about, as we were talking about, but like I have done way more hobby now when I think about it. So I've got like a wodge of bookshelves up called my now growing, thank you, Si, again, Warhammer book collection. But since then as well, I've also bought another wodge of books.
Yeah.
So I've got stuff that I never even wanted, Will. I own stuff that I never wanted. Didn't even know existed. Didn't care about. I own Warhammer Fantasy rule books now.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to do an episode on your book collection in the new year at some point.
There's some books that I have now purchased
One.
literally by accident.
I don't know how a person accidentally buys a book, but
Well, you remember when I stood painting a couple of weeks ago, and I was enjoying painting at the time, and I had some ciders.
yes.
I think it was then.
It's an understatement. Yeah. Some ciders. All the ciders. Okay, right. So it was a inebriated purchase.
I think perhaps yes. It was either that or
I mean, you were having a great time.
seemingly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had
Somehow your painting wasn't affected. When you send me the pictures of you done, I'm like, how would you manage that when you were half cut? But fair play.
Oh, I was fully cut, mate. Yeah. I was emo. I was that cut, you know. I was all, damn it. But like 2 Warhammer art books turned up from the past couple of days. So I've got a Warhammer Conquest art book.
Okay.
It's got some lovely artwork in it. It was a real surprise to myself.
So you gave future Wayne a surprise then.
Yeah, I mean, like the past Wayne was feeling particularly like affluent at that point because I'm like, what? It turns out I didn't pay a lot for it, so I was also quite shrewd when I did check how much is this, how much should I be?
Well, we are Yorkshiremen, so
Yeah.
we're always like that.
It was only a few quid, but I've got
How much?
like £4 for plus £3 shipping. Oh. So I've got a couple of art books that were really useful. They were real nice, but I've got a Warhammer Fantasy 7th edition, I believe it is,
Okay.
rule book
Nice.
from a non-smoking pet-free house, but it's got some
That's always a plus.
like wear on it.
Yeah.
I seemingly have another copy of the 6th edition Warhammer 40,000 rule book.
Okay.
Thanks to my FLGS that I picked up. I think I picked up that the other week. So,
Yes. When you came
that's
around
when
here.
we were
yeah,
supposed to think. So I've got that. And I've also bought a number of vampire accounts.
Yeah, I remember you saying about
Because some of the artwork in it is ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, I remember
Oh my
them at
God.
the time, just flicking through them in the shop, just thinking this artwork was class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I see why you bought them.
in terms of hobby then, I've not read them,
But you've
but I've looked at
collected
the
them.
pictures.
Yeah.
And I've enjoyed them, and I've put up shelves, and I've sorted them,
Yeah.
and I've actually made a video about this.
Okay.
Sadly, I've made a video about like the enjoyment I get from cataloging and organizing and indexing my collection,
I got that.
and then how I can how
I think I've lost you. What's going on here?
how I can more efficiently organize, catalog, and index my collection and what I need to do to build a solution. Because I was, yeah,
You're going to build an app, aren't you?
I have already built
There you go.
yeah, that I use for myself,
Such
but
a nerd.
it only really covers like the models. It doesn't really go into
Create yourself an add-on.
well, that's what I want to do is chronologically
Chronological.
so you know the books it's been an interesting one, hasn't it? So I think I've talked about it a little bit in the previous episodes and stuff where I've collected all of like the Age of Sigmar,
Yeah.
Battle Tome.
Battle terms, rulebook.
I think I'm literally missing 2 now of the 4th edition Battle Tomes.
Right.
I'm missing 1/3 edition special edition Battle Tome.
Yeah.
Which is the Gloomspite Gate special edition one that came with the army box. And I'm lying, I'm missing 2. I'm missing the Iron Jaws supplement that you could only get in the Iron Jaws battle box.
Right.
Which is just like a pamphlet battle tome. But, I have the normal edition of the Gloomspite Gates one, so I'm not right bothered. But it would be nice to have every single one. So
Yeah.
from 1st to 4th, I'm missing 2, which is funnily enough the Gloomspite Gates for the 4th edition and Lumineth. No. What elves? What are they called?
I don't know.
Ideneth.
Yeah.
Missing those 2.
Okay.
But for 40k, that's been a different matter. So what I want to do is obviously I want to catalogue all of the books that I've got in the battle tomes.
Yeah.
But also all of the campaign books and where they fit in chronologically in the larger narrative of things.
Oh man, that's going to be a hard one.
I know, but I want to figure out how to do that because the reason is I want to be able to query my system. I'm just calling it a system at the moment, to be able to look for certain keywords so I want to basically catalog all the books. I know everybody who listens to this is just thinking, surely that is just Lexicanum or Warhammerpedia, and yeah, you're absolutely right, guy. It is.
I don't have beer for this conversation.
I want to do it myself, and I want to be able to then go to my bookshelf and pull out the relevant hard copy book, sit back in my reading chair.
Do you know what?
And enjoy it.
This goes back to one of the first conversations we had in front of a microphone where we talked about the value of physical media above being able to just get something electronically.
Mm-hmm.
And you've encapsulated that perfectly because, yes, you can find it online on Lexicanum for free really easily, but you want the physical media so you can sit down in a nice comfy chair with a glass of red wine or whatever.
Oh, mate, you're making me excited. I really want to do that.
Yeah, but I get it. I mean, I'm not saying it's something I would do, but I understand your character and why that appeals to you. And I think, yeah, by all means, do it. You should do it.
So when I win the lottery, like we were talking about earlier,
Yeah,
and I buy my mansion that will have the Warhammer wing in it, I'm going to have my white library, and I'm going to have a high back, like green quilted leather Winchester chair with a little table to the left hand side.
Not a golden throne. Is that a bit too on the nose?
Gold's a bit ostentatious for me. I'm not. It'd be a British racing green.
Okay.
Pleated leather, high back Winchester.
Pleated leather. What's that?
Like where you've got the diamond.
Oh, with the studs.
Yeah. I mean, obviously I put a blanket on it, so it's actually comfortable to sit on. But like when I did it looked nice in the Instagram photos for the podcast. It would do in the studio that I'd built. Also the Warhammer waist.
You don't just fly off it.
Pretty much, yeah. And I'd have like a little oak table with a little light on there. It'd be like a skull.
I can imagine you wearing like a smoking jacket, looking like Oscar Wilde.
I would love that. Do you not have a monocle?
You do have a monocle.
I'd like legit have a monocle.
Oh please!
Lou used to properly mock me. Like before we were living together, I gave her a key to the house, and like she once rocked in, and I was like, I was studying with my monocle on.
Are you aware that
you
just said your wife's name on the podcast?
Oh yes, yeah, I'll be fine.
Be all right. Yeah, she knows you're a nerd.
Yeah, she does.
Next time you come around, can you wear a monocle?
No,
for me,
no.
Even
I think my not my Instagram profile, my
your WhatsApp profile.
My WhatsApp profile picture is me wearing a monocle.
Yeah, it is. Is it the same one?
No, I have several.
Of course you do.
I also have a pipe that I put like menthol, cotton wool, soaked menthol in it. It's my thinking pipe. I like to sit there and I'm not joking.
I don't know how we got to this point, but here we go. Anyway,
I'd like to have my thinking pipe while I'm reading a Warhammer book. I do have book rests as well.
Yeah.
My mum very kindly bought me a book rest because I was telling her about my book collection, her and my dad.
Oh, that's cool.
And they're like, well, we'll get you one because I don't like to like break the spines of the books.
Yeah.
So often I've got several copies of the books, the Warhammer books that I've got. I've got my my reading copy, my shelf
Your
copy.
display copy, yeah, I get it.
But then how would that work in my library? I need 2 libraries.
And anything else you want to say?
No, I think we've gone off. We've gone off tangent.
Cool. Yeah, what should we move on to next? Hot sauce?
Not right now. Maybe later. I've already had some.
I mean, should we talk about the hot sauce that we just had?
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you sure? The memory is still painful.
Cool. So we've just had 2 new ones actually. They were from a company called NEUK, which I'd never heard of. Really small business from the northeast in the UK. I followed them on Instagram. Do some really cool stuff. But yeah, Soph went up for a little trip away with the girls and brought me back 2 bottles of hot sauce.
One of them was ridiculous. I thought it was tasty.
That one was called fruit salad.
There was nothing fruity about that. It was just hot.
I don't think it was that bad. I don't know why it hit you a lot harder than it hit me.
I don't know. I think you hit the nail on the head, didn't you? It's the Reaper. I find Reaper's way hotter than you do.
Yeah, I think we come to the realization that for some reason there's something about Carolina Reaper based sauces that you find really hot and I don't.
Yeah.
But I thought it was really tasty. Really
It was nice.
Tropically. It was hot. Don't get me wrong.
I didn't get any other flavor from it other than heat.
Oh, really? I was getting lime, pineapple, like all of that stuff.
I can see the lime when I was starting to acclimatize to it.
Yeah. I mean, you went hard straight off the bat.
That's the only way to go, man.
Yeah. I mean,
It's just like bang. I'm there straight away. No, there's no point in like not because as soon as it's a bit hot, I'm not going to have any more of that. I'll just have another little bit.
You commit.
Just get it in your gob, get it swallowed. Jobs are good, and it's like, oh,
oh wow, you're on one tonight. But
I didn't even mean anything that time.
But you found it a lot hotter than I did. I was enjoying it, and you were struggling, which is unlike you.
It really
Because I think
it felt sharp in my mouth. Like it was like the back of your throat. You know, where you get that sharpness.
Oh, it got me.
It was like,
but not to the same level. I mean, I think it's fair to say your tolerance is higher than mine generally, but not for Reaper based sauces.
Seemingly not.
Yeah.
So that was legit hot for me. Like that was hot.
Yeah. Well,
it was nice.
Yeah. Well, now we know. Next time you try it, don't go as heavy straight off the bat.
I didn't mean to. It came out. It was way thinner than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, it was. And then the other one was the sweet chili Viper one, which I really enjoyed. It was sweet, and I do like sweeter hot sauces. Yeah, but I found that really spicy because apparently the Naga Viper chilies affect me more than you.
Yeah, I don't get out from Naga.
Yeah,
it's just like
it's strange, isn't it?
Other than Mr. Naga, which was. I mean, the gold was stupidly hot, but you were all right with that.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? It's really weird. But no, that sweet chili one, it tasted like a sweet chili sauce, but really hot. Which was it's strange because it was a different consistency to what you'd expect from sweet chili sauce. It didn't look like standard sweet chili sauce, but it tasted like sweet chili sauce, and it went really nice on the wings.
It was very nice. Yeah. It was as obviously it's always the case. It tasted way nicer once it was on the wings and it mellowed out a little bit.
Yeah.
But just going in like raw, I was like, that is brutal. But it didn't stop being brutal. Even on the wings, it was just more, I could take it then. And it was like, oh, this is nice. And that's when I think I got a bit of the lime at the back of it.
Yeah. But still affecting you by the sound of it.
It is definitely got me.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was well tasty. I haven't had any proper hot sauce in what, 2 weeks?
Yeah. I mean, we missed our weekly gaming session last week because I was ill.
Yeah.
So we didn't have any together then, did we? And I've not really been eating that much spicy stuff.
Me neither. I was a little bit off colour, so I kind of like just went middle of the road with what I've been eating.
Yeah, same here. But I've actually made an effort to finish some of the dregs of the bottles that I have, so I can start getting some more for the new year.
I've done exactly the same over the past 4 weeks.
Yeah. I finished that blueberry habanero one that you weren't a fan of.
Oh yeah.
That one was done. I finished that Louisiana KO sauce, and I don't think I'll buy another one of that because I've had 3 bottles of that.
Okay.
But they do a maple Creole one that I want to try.
All right.
Yeah, because I really like maple sauce. So I like the sweeter one.
Yeah.
So I want to try that. Get that on Amazon as well.
Oh, can you?
And I want to try. I was thinking I want to get some more honey badger, but then I thought I want to try something else from that company, Torchbearer. Yeah, I want to try something different from Torchbearer. So I'll see what I can find for.
I'm gonna get some of that Melinda's.
Oh yeah, Melinda's is good.
The honey one that you got because I really liked that, and I was
The honey mustard, habanero honey mustard.
yeah.
Yeah.
Since I really want more honey badger,
Mm.
but
But you
it
get
just
twice
seems
as much.
you
in
get
them,
twice as much,
know.
and it's just like if I could buy a big bottle of honey badger, 'cause that would be my
Yeah.
go-to. Like, I really like it on Caesar salad.
Yeah,
It's just epic.
it is. Yeah, it's good. It's so good on that. But yeah, that Melinda's one. It's if it's going to be a go-to everyday sauce, it makes sense to get it in that volume because you can get the 500 ml bottles. That's
Yeah.
what I have. Is it 500
yeah,
or 300? It's a big bottle.
It's 350, isn't it? Something
Yes,
like that.
yeah, it is. Whereas the honey badgers are
150.
Yeah, 150. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's same price for twice as much.
Yeah.
Effectively. But no, I think I want to try a couple more from Torchbearer, so I'm gonna have a look because I remember they brought out the range for Halloween.
Yeah, there's the zombie ones in there.
And they do look like they have some ridiculously hot ones. So I think we owe it to ourselves to try something like that. And no doubt one of us is going to get something for Christmas hot sauce related because
I would have thought so.
I don't know about your extended family, but mine know that I like hot sauces. Usually my brother tends to buy me something that is going to absolutely blow my head off. So we'll see if he does this year. So he bought me one. There was one a few years ago he bought me before we'd met. And you told me that it was one that you were looking at from Wiltshire Chili Farms.
Oh,
little black
the
bottle. Can't remember what it's called.
yes,
Just
regret.
You regret it. It's just a black bottle with an X on
Yeah.
it. I've had that before, and that was evil, truly evil. It was more like a paste than the sauce as well. Like I think I threw it away after trying it a few times. Like I couldn't even cook with it. It was that bad.
That's what happened to me with the first time I had the bomb. And
I've only had that once.
it's not as bad as it was. I
don't think I'd struggle with it as much now as I did the first time. Yeah, maybe I'll get us a bottle of that at some point. Actually,
yeah, it's
still
not,
buy it, can't you?
yeah, you can
Yeah,
still
yeah.
like there's a I've had the bomb and I've had the bomb aftermath as well. Slightly stronger than the bomb. Yeah, it's tasty. You'd like it, but it's still hot.
Yeah,
but it's not as hot as some of the stuff we've had.
No,
I've got one for next week for you.
Have you?
Yeah.
Are you going to keep it a surprise?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, no, because I can't remember what it's called. But
fair enough. All right, cool. Well, yeah, I really like them too. And it's nice because it was a brand I've never seen before.
Yeah.
It was a surprise gift from South.
nice artwork on it. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, nice and simple, wasn't it? And I really like the flavors on them. It wasn't I don't know, there was nothing to me, it wasn't one of them jarringly hot ones that just tastes awful, like that one we had that tasted like diesel.
That's one that I'm working through at the moment. I'm not throwing it away. I bought it. I'll eat it.
You're a better man than me for that.
Do you have any hot takes? Or?
No, do you know what? I feel like I've been negative enough this episode. And yeah, my hot takes tend to be quite negative, but I don't think I do this week, actually. I suppose my hot take would be I don't get the hype around Titus. So I've kind of covered that anyway. So
Okay.
what about you? Anything?
I do have a hot take that's just come to light.
Go on.
And it's also about Ultramarines, but it's not a negative one.
I hate the Ultramarines.
This new advert thing that they're putting out, that they put out today.
Oh,
More Ultramarines more often thing.
we saw that literally as we were setting up.
I like this. I like that they've taken ownership of all of the memeing that gets done. I'm like, fair dues, all of the crap around Games Workshop, but this, I think it feels like we've got some new marketing people in.
Yeah.
I'm there for it. So my hot take is, I like Games Workshop's new marketing.
Yeah, they're not
the
taking
recent stuff.
themselves too
It's been
seriously.
good.
Are they? Yeah, I like that.
I mean, you don't have to when you've got like that amount of shares.
Well, yeah, have you seen they've turned the profit they've turned this year and everything? It's a staggering amount of money. But fair play. I think they are clearly doing something right. And yeah, we might not agree with everything that they do, but we literally have a podcast talking about their products. So
it made me chuckle earlier.
Yeah.
So I'm happy there. Yeah. So that's my hot take.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Cool. Should we jump into some listener questions?
Oh yeah, go on.
Let me just pull up my phone because these were from Discord this time, weren't they? So bear with me. There we go.
I'd like to be hold music. Perhaps we're in the recording studio in Warhammer wing of the mansion that I will have one day when I win a huge amount of money. We'll just have a orchestra that will just like play live music over the podcast.
That'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right, are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
Cool. So, question from our friend McKniferson on Discord. He asks,
Still one of the best names ever.
oh, absolutely. So, since it's closing in on the holiday season, what holidays do you imagine take place in the multitude of cities slash territories scattered throughout the mortal realms?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't. I that and other sounds.
I would assume it'd be something akin to Yule in Tolkien's world,
Yeah.
where it's not overtly religion based. It's more of a sense of celebrating nature. Maybe something sort of pagan idea around, the timing of the equinox, depending on how that works within whichever mortal realm.
Mhm.
Maybe something for each one that's slightly different. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Something more nature
Yeah.
based than religion or fantastical. I think it could be something along them lines. That's how I'd look at it.
I think there'll be some. I'm gonna because there is one, isn't there? They've got the analog for Christmas, like they're doing 40K with Sanguinalia.
Which we're going to touch on our Christmas episode.
We are. Um. So I wonder if they would have like I can imagine the Gloom Spike Gits having like a solstice kind of
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Bad Moon Rising kind of thing where they all get together around like some type of stone. Oh, maybe
Some sort of
maybe it's like Stonehenge made from trolls that are being exposed to light and they've like turned into stone, and they just get like off the face on like loads of shrooms or whatever.
cauldron full of mushroom tea.
Yeah,
Or something. Yeah, I
or
think
whatever they do
it might be different faction wise. I could see maybe Fire Slayers having some sort of ceremony for, in front of a big fiery effigy or something, not like a wicker man, a wicker dwarf.
A wicked dwarf.
Yeah, I don't know, something like that, some sort of celebration of Grimnir maybe. I don't know, what about in Shaiish?
Oh, I reckon the flesh eaters will have some type of like feast.
I think they do it all at Halloween. I think their time's already been and gone. Is that a little too on the nose?
I don't know. It's because there's from finishing the Ushuram book earlier, there was the whole awakening element to it. So that specifically that part I was telling you about,
Okay.
like the transformation and it being reborn. So I suppose there's kind of an analog to Easter in that if you you extrapolate that out and think how that would apply to a faction.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't necessarily have a birthday of transformation, but you could have like a celebration of Acheron's transformation or realization.
Yeah,
of,
that's a cool idea.
of the delusion kind of thing, where there's like this grand banquet because like at the start of that book, there's a lot of parity between the time of the whole cannibalistic aspect of the flesh eaters, and what's been said, almost like a what's it called, the Red Wedding kind of in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
It's almost like that sort of vibe where there's things happening.
Don't get me
Not
started.
spoilers,
Red
but
Wedding.
there's so that kind of I think there's something festive, like literally festive, that the flesh eaters would do, and that's all kind of like part of the delusion. But it's just that would be nice.
I feel like there could be maybe.
That would be nice. A big cannibalistic feast.
That'd be lovely,
Would
wouldn't
be wonderful. Do you know what would be even better if we did this once a year on the same day? Then what you mean, like as a memorial? No, we'll just kill more people and eat them.
What about some more of the death factions, or maybe something around the the Day of the Dead, that kind of idea?
Yeah, that
Nighthaunt or even Soulblight, maybe.
Yeah, I think it's so. I don't imagine Soulblight would be doing something like
if they
that.
were going to do anything, I think it'd be quite regal. Maybe.
That's it. I think. Well, I think it depends on each faction because technically, flesh eaters are soul blighted.
Yes, that's true. Yeah.
But so imagine like the main soul blighted, like the noble vampires. Let's say the vampire counts. I think because they have such pageantry around everything anyway. I mean, not around the martial like prowess, why they're eating people and going into blood frenzies, but something about that whole having thralls and having bloodletting parties and stuff. Because you see that in some of kind of like the artworks we were talking about earlier in the thing. So there is that there. Perhaps there's something again that once a year they get all of their minions together that live in the cities under their control, and they like bring them in and they have like these big almost like blood orgies where there's they'll bestow the blood kiss on some of them or whatever.
I was thinking more of the idea of some sort of like grand ball, where they were, they would have that element of that regal, almost upper class aristocratic party that was quite refined. You can imagine drinking blood out of some crystal glasses, dancing, that old sort of, what am I trying to say?
And then all the blood comes down, there's just starting to a murderous thing.
Yeah, and then you have that.
That's a scene from Blade, dude.
So it is. I didn't even think of that. Yeah, it is. All right, okay. All right, well, let's move on from that point. I've kind of ruined my own credibility there. But yeah, and the second part of this question, what holiday would your path to glory characters feel inclined to celebrate? That's an interesting.
Ooh, it is. I wonder what Tori could do.
What would Osric do? I don't know. I kind of feel like,
I think for Toric, because he's still so tied to the village that he came from Ashwood Dale.
Yeah.
I think there'd be something from his earlier days that he doesn't necessarily celebrate, as in outwardly celebrate, because obviously he's now one of the Soul Blight.
Yeah.
But I think that would be one of the lingering things that he has in his psyche, and he'd remember that day, and I can imagine him being sat stoically, remembering what he was doing as a child with his parents while they were still alive, perhaps playing with the other children. Perhaps there's something there about the turning of the seasons.
Yeah.
And that kind of like playing into some more of his character, making him even more angry for what's happened to him, that he doesn't have that. If the Soul Blight, in fact, don't have anything like that to celebrate, it seems like it's something that they wouldn't have.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think he'd not celebrate something in the present, but he'd celebrate something annually from his childhood in the past, from his village.
Okay. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I think as far as Osric is concerned, I don't see that he would sort of celebrate anything. I think his whole reason for being and his motivation is his only care in the world, and I don't think he would subject himself to any deviation from it. I can't see him even doing something that haunting, I'm not saying he's going to run out on Halloween and go extra ghosty or anything. I don't think
Would he dress up as somebody alive?
maybe. No, I don't think it's in his makeup to even think about that kind of frivolity. I don't think that's just not his style, I don't think. And that's not a cop-out answer. I generally think that. I don't think he would observe anything to do with that, because he's solely focused on what he's focused on.
I like that. I think that's a good answer.
Yeah.
It is an answer. Any answer is valid. Yeah, that was an interesting one.
Yeah, really cool.
That really made me think.
We've got a couple more, haven't we? Okay. Which of the mortal realms would you, Wayne, like to reside in if you were able to secure a relatively safe spot of land?
Shaiish.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That was obvious, wasn't it?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. None of the other realms really, like Gur is just like boring. Realm of Beasts, no interest. It reminds me of the savannas of the plains. I'm not there for it. Wouldn't do it for me. Gyron is just like too idyllic for me. There's too many elves there. In my head, there's too many elves. There's too much greenery. There's too much perceived happiness and this undercurrent perhaps of disdain for it. Everybody like thinking it's the realm of life, but actually it's almost feels like it's a driving force for a lot of the problems in the mortal realms.
Yeah, seems to be the way they're going in the law at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else? Where else have we got? We've got Hish.
Yeah. Don't know a lot about it.
Is Hish metal or?
Yeah, I want to say so. I don't know an awful lot about it, but yeah, I think so.
Do you mean I don't care? Oh no, is Hish fire? Or is that the realm of whatever? So we've got the metal, fire, magic, and none of those do it for me. Whereas I think
not Azir.
Nah. Why would you want no? I think that would be full of. I imagine that is almost like where all of. I don't watch this program, but I can imagine it's full of people like the cast of Made in Chelsea or whatever it's called, and I would not want to be there at all.
No, I get that. Yeah,
it would like I would. I'd be going full on Gorky and like it'd be Sasahino Ado everywhere. I'd be like. Just killing them all. I couldn't deal with that.
On a rampage.
Yeah, and imagine that's what it is.
And this is you, not your character.
No, that would be that 100% with me. I couldn't deal with being in his ear. It's too shiny, too too prissy and like I imagine people wearing designer armor and like, oh, look at my Prada chainmail.
It's not us, is it? I know exactly
No,
what you
I'm not.
it's
I'm not
us.
there for it. It's like, where's my big old bloodstained axe, and where's that dude that insulted my honor because I'm going to have him?
Where's that dude that insulted my honor?
I want to slap him with a big old gauntlet, and then I want to cleave his head right into, and then rip it apart, full on Mortal Kombat style.
I like that.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I'd be down in Shaiish.
Yeah. Do you know what? This is gonna sound like a cop-out answer, but I'm gonna have to agree. I would also be down in Shaiish, but I have a bit of a different idea to Shaiish than you. So I'm looking at one specific area. So in the Realm Slayer book, then one of the newer Gotrek books,
Mhm.
there's a bit where they're in Shaiish
Mhm.
and they're in this little town by a lake, and it's obviously deserted, but it's inhabited by some ghosts. But it seems fairly quiet, and it is quite dark. I just had this idea in my head of purple grass, and it's sort of twilight all the time, and it seemed quite peaceful. And
Okay.
yeah, and there was some. I just have a picture in my mind, and although it was meant to look like this rundown, uninhabited town that was just had spirits lingering around, it seemed quiet and it seemed peaceful. And I just want anything for an easy life, even if it is in the realm of the dead.
No,
That makes sense.
it does. I mean, that's really cathartic.
Yeah.
I think, other than obviously, there's some of the things that I'm interested in with vampires and stuff, all freely kind of like roaming around in Chase. But I think, from my understanding of the mortal realms and from what I've read so far, this sounds like really, really prissy, but Chase seems like the most inclusive place where there's a mix of everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think that is like more chilled out, because you get cities where there are living and dead in there.
Yeah.
Ulfenkarn,
Yeah.
really good example of this.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, life is hard, all the things. But I think if you don't have like austerity and you don't have difficulty, then you don't really understand what it's like to be alive and what the positive things in the world are.
That's
And
a really, really cool point.
Gyron and Azir and some of the others, like, I'm sure that's not the case, but it feels like there's more scope for death, but also the biggest scope for life in Shaiish as well. And I think that's quite appealing
Yeah.
in terms of like what I would want. So yeah, Shaiish.
That was really apt. I really like that.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you.
That was really cool. Cool. So last one. This one's gonna probably be a little more lighthearted. So I know you guys like a hot sauce. Obviously, we do. My question is, what are your top 3 non-hot sauce condiments? That's it.
I'll let you lead on this one, man. Have you thought of it yet?
I thought of 2. Mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise is
Yeah. Malt vinegar,
yeah.
if that counts as a condiment.
What type of malt vinegar?
Saracens.
So, I mean, I'm down for that, but people are like, it seems to be a trendy thing to go with the cider vinegar at the moment. So
Oh, no, it's horrible.
yeah, I'm not there for it.
No, I'm talking about just dousing my chips in vinegar.
Yes, not
Not apple
good
cider
old
vinegar.
Saracens vinegar.
Malt vinegar, yeah. Or even better, the
In one
malt
of the
vinegar.
fluid bottles.
No, just get
Just a round bottle. I like the fluid bottles.
whatever. I'm not bothered. It's all the same.
My gran used to have the Saracens when I was a kid, when we used to go to caravan at weekends.
Yeah, mine did actually.
Yeah, that's it.
I also like the malt vinegar you get from a jar of pickled onions.
No,
No,
I don't like pickled onions. I don't believe in them.
you don't believe in
I don't
pickled onions. None. I mean, I very rarely have them, but yeah.
The
I
bit-
usually get them at Christmas, though. I gotta actually get some for Christmas.
The missus likes them. My mum likes them, and it's just like, what? No,
All right, fair.
it's like, oh, but they're so nice. I was like,
I'm not gonna make you eat them. Don't worry.
do you know what the really odd thing is? I really like raw white onion. I can
And
smash
vinegar.
it, but I don't like it when it's in vinegar.
What about gherkins, pickles?
I can tolerate them if they're sliced, but
The
I
vinegar-
really like,
vinegar's nice.
I mean, and I really like, to the point I have stories I can tell you about this, and I will do later. Like Baxter's pickled beetroot crinkle cut.
Don't get away, man.
Oh, mate.
Beetroot is.
Oh, it is not. You have not
dirt.
lived.
I-
Shut up.
Tastes like dirt.
Get on with it. What's your other one?
I'm
She was-
struggling with the third one, to be honest. I'm not really a massive ketchup guy. I wouldn't even say I'm a big brown sauce guy. I know American listeners probably don't know what brown sauce is. It's kind of similar to A1 steak sauce.
I don't know. I've never had
Yeah,
it, but
right.
brown spot sauce is like,
HB brown
it's
sauce.
good.
It is, but it depends what it's on.
Bacon sarnie.
Yeah, bacon sarnie, sausage sarnie. I don't. I'm a big fan of American mustard, just standard American mustard. Yeah. I don't know. Third one, I might have to come back in a few episodes' time because this is a big question.
It is. I mean, this 3 is difficult. I mean, it depends what foods you're going to eat.
Yeah, that's true. Do you have any? While I'm thinking of my third one,
I mean, number 1 has got to be like mayonnaise,
you are a mayo monster,
like
aren't you?
Hellman's mayo. Yeah,
Heinz.
but it's amazing from the get go. The light one as well, I prefer.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. I mean, I do like to make my own mayo as well.
hipster.
It's not a hipster thing, man.
No,
It's a bulking thing. It's like, what do you do with all the egg whites once you pulled out like the yolks?
Okay.
Yeah,
You're the
so
least
like,
hipster person I know.
yeah, I'm definitely not a hipster.
He says with his beard and his clear-rimmed glasses.
Surely joking. Yeah, I'm going to be writing poetry under a frigging tree soon. They sat there with me typewriter that I would carry around, and they're like, yeah, so mayo definitely, because
mayo.
like but it's not only a good condiment; it's a good carrier medium for other stuff that you want to mix with the mayo, like
Vessel
hot
for
sauce.
yeah.
So I know that's not what you asked, Si, but I'm just saying, as a side, you can also, should you desire, put hot sauce in there. And often I desire that.
Yeah.
Like
Or
odd days that end in Y.
you could chop up some pickled gherkins.
No,
Tart
you
sauce,
can't do
right?
that.
Is that what
No,
tart sauce is?
no, it's is it capers?
Oh, is it? Oh, right.
I think it's capers, and it's like it's not the same sort of mayonnaise. I think it's
I'll shut up then.
I think it's got, yeah. Anyway,
Do you think of a third one?
so mate, well, I haven't got to a second one yet.
Oh no, go for it. Sorry.
Can I go for number 2 now?
I'm not saying anything. Go on.
Brown sauce.
Okay.
HP.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be HP or Daddy's, but it's like HP is the superior one of the 2.
It is. I like Daddy's ketchup, but I don't like Daddy's brown sauce.
Nah,
Daddy's is an obscure brand. Is that a Yorkshire brand? Is that available UK wide?
I don't know.
I don't know why I've had it shot.
It's like Yorkshire. I mean, we have like the
idea.
greatest things in Yorkshire, but I'm pretty certain you can get Daddy's outside of Yorkshire.
I don't know why. I always thought it was, but
Nah.
no, it's definitely not, is it?
Yeah, HP brown sauce, because it's god tier with any sort of pie or sausage roll. However, we did talk about this earlier. This has probably been the most in-depth prepped question we've ever done. I have a very specific way of consuming my sauce condiments, which may not be the way that a lot of people, including my wife, would like me to do so.
Shot glasses.
Sure. I know you're supposed to keep your condiments refrigerated. It literally says on the packet, keep refrigerated. However, I do not adhere to this. It's like, I like my sauce, like my cider, room temperature.
You like a cider room temperature?
Yeah, I don't like cold cider. This super cool crap that people have got. It's like, oh, it's extra cool. It's like, no, I don't want that. Do you know what I want? Like, I want to be able to drink it without turning into ice, man. Do I look like Bobby Drake? I don't. I would like to be an Omega level mutant. I would, Will. Who wouldn't? But that's not what I want when I drink my cider. What I want to do is to enjoy it at a normal temperature. You know what the temperature is? Room temperature, friend.
Okay. It's good to know.
Yes. And that's how I like my brown sauce. And also my tomato sauce, which isn't my next pick.
No?
I'm going to go with, and you're going to mock me for this, and I know you're going to mock me
Why
for
would
it,
I mock you?
Dijon mustard.
Okay.
It's just the best of the mustards. The mustard seed, just give it that little.
See, that's what I don't like about
Who gives it that?
texture.
Je ne sais quoi.
always comes back to the French.
You gotta love the French.
I honestly cannot think of a third one. I'm not a big barbecue sauce guy.
What about salt? I mean, salt.
Salt's
Salt's
a
condiment.
seasoning.
No, yeah, all right, fine. Yeah,
Yeah.
fine.
I put black pepper in.
That's
I
a
put that in
seasoning.
everything, but that's seasoning. I don't know. So I'm gonna have to come back to you in a couple of weeks. So I've really had time to chew on
Barbecue?
this one. Nah, overrated.
Oh, you like meat? What about applesauce? Cranberry.
Oh, applesauce is good, but only with pork. Cranberry, I don't know. Soph loves cranberry sauce more than me.
Mint sauce.
No, mint
No.
sauce can get in the bin.
What are you on about?
Do you know what? Give me mint ice cream, mint like peppermint mocha, like anything mint and with sweet food. Yeah, mint with savory food. Get in the bin. Don't give me minted peas.
Mint and mushy peas, dude.
No, mint.
Oh.
No.
Buy
no.
carb steeped mushy peas with some.
I'd rather.
Oh,
I'd rather
right
not
on.
eat. I'd rather not eat. Horrible. Mint on new potatoes. No. Oh god, you making my skin crawl.
I mean, this is nothing to do with Warhammer, but I am having
I-
reservations about you now. Just based
visceral
off of this.
reaction. I love mint, like peppermint, spearmint. I love it. Mint in ice cream, mint candy, that all like mint and sweet things. Yeah, all for it. Like Viennetta, if that's
Yeah, it still does exist.
yeah, man, all that stuff I love. But mint with my vegetables, mint with my meat, absolutely not. No, it's like
Okay.
oh god,
What a reaction! Crikey.
yeah. I didn't
Okay.
expect that from myself. But yeah, don't ever bring mint salts to my house. Please.
No,
I'll throw it.
I mean,
Sorry.
wow.
I mean, do you want us? We did have one other question.
Go on. I mean, I think we need to move on from that. It's triggered you, hasn't it?
Yeah, we did have one other question in the Discord, and this really sparked some debate.
Did it?
Yeah,
So-
I don't know what you were doing when this happened, but I think it kind of passed you by. I think you were busy being a father, or being a responsible human being.
Mm-hmm.
But this is not so much of a. I don't know if this question was meant by the podcast. From Pyro, Texas. He said he caught a mildly interesting cultural difference. I'm going to assume he's from Texas. Well, we know he's from Texas. He says, when are bagels to be eaten across the pond? They're pretty much just breakfast food in America. What are y'all putting on them that makes them too heavy for breakfast? So I like the use of y'all, even written down on Discord, because we were talking about this when we were talking about breakfast and watching the release from the
We
world.
were. We did. We were going to get some bagels, weren't we?
And this blew the Discord up, didn't it? People have some definite opinions on bagels.
I mean, much like pickled onions for me.
Yeah.
I don't believe in bagels.
See, I think you're wrong.
So heavy.
Even when you toast
They just, yeah.
bagel,
so
bagel, a bit of
thick.
cured meat, and some hot
Nah,
sauce.
mate.
Oh,
It's like,
good.
why would I eat something
Put it
that's
in half.
inferior to bread? Or there's a hole in the middle. It's stupid.
Superior to bread.
It's an offensive food. It's just pointless. It's just no.
I disagree.
I mean, you're entitled to. I don't.
Pyro, Texas also disagrees.
That's fine. That's absolutely fine.
I think they're very versatile.
Nah.
Sweet, savory.
Nah.
They can do whatever you want. You can get cinnamon and raisin bagels.
I think this is a me thing. I don't like donuts, and mind me donuts because of the hole in them. But also, they are absurdly heavy.
Man doesn't like a donut.
It's like they're absurdly heavy.
Yeah, but that's what makes them good.
And it's just like, this is just an effort to eat it. It's just, mate,
That's fine. You are toasting. You're cutting it in half and you're toasting it, right? You're not just eating
I
it
have
like,
had them toasted.
like a donut.
I have had them toasted. Yeah, I still find them heavy. But if I don't believe in toasted sandwiches. I don't like. Mate, we could get. This is turning into a food podcast. But it's like, do you know when I have a bacon
It's called
sandwich?
Warhammer and wings.
It is.
I mean, you don't like a toasty?
No. Oh my God, no.
What is wrong?
My mum was obsessed with giving me Brevels as a child. I mean, I know we call them toasties, but we call them Breville. So we call them Brevels. But it's just like, why would you put the butter on the outside of the bread? This is like sacrilegious, and then make it It's like a hot pocketed thing.
I
This
think
is like
for the American listeners, what we're referring to is grilled cheese for you guys. Similar thing. We call them toasties.
but we shouldn't call them anything. They shouldn't exist.
I mean, you are wrong.
I mean, I'm not. These are they're wrong. But it's much like a bacon sandwich. Tell how would you make a bacon sandwich?
Ideally, with a bagel.
Right. Okay. Fine. Okay. So
Streaky bacon.
right. Okay. Tell me.
Just cook it till it's dead crispy.
Right.
So you can hit it on the side of the table
Yep.
and it's shatter.
Cool. I agree with this so far.
Cut the bagel in half.
Right.
Toast said bagel.
Mhm.
I like quite a heavy toast.
Okay. I also like. Basically, I want it to give me cancer. But no, it's like that carcinogen, like that gas.
Carcinogenic.
Yeah.
I won't go that far, but yeah, I go a little bit of butter on the bagel just to soften it. I would go bacon, obviously, depending on how fancy I was feeling.
Mhm.
Perhaps some avocado. If I went avocado,
Mhm.
I would also put salt, black pepper, hot sauce,
Mhm.
absolutely. If not, bit of ketchup,
Mhm.
and that's all you need.
Okay. So I would cook the bacon.
Yes, I would hope you would.
Put the bacon to the side until it was cold.
Oh no.
I would 100% not toast anything that I was going to call a sandwich. So my bread will 100% not be toasted. Because you know why? If it was to be toasted, it would be crispy, and then I would get breadcrumbs everywhere. Oh, and that just does not do anything for me. Also, just what Oh, putting butter on warm toast is the most vile thing.
Are you joking?
No.
You want it to melt. I don't want to
No,
see
mate,
I
believe
don't want
me.
to see
You know what I don't want to
white
do?
butter.
Melt. No. The smell of butter melting is disgusting. You know when people say, "Oh, if you want to sell your house, make it smell like baking bread." That is not a nice smell either. Coffee, yes. Baking bread turns my stomach. I am retching like,
Really?
oh, dude, I am not there for it. I
I mean, I would rather.
when people like go, "Oh, I love walking past Greg's." I'll cross the road to not walk past Greg's,
I wouldn't say Greg. I said Subway. I like the smell of bread from Subway.
and I ain't bread. That's a
Yeah, I
lie.
know, but it smells good.
Nah,
But no, I would rather have the smell of fresh brewed coffee.
nah. I need cold. Sandwiches should be cold. The things that you put in the sandwiches should be cold. I'm not there for any type of warm sandwich.
All right.
Chip butty maybe.
Okay, hang on. Burgers.
I don't eat burgers. And if I do, I would take the bread off and I eat it on a plate with a knife and fork because I'm not an animal.
Hot dog.
No, I don't eat hot dogs. It's awful, innit? It's just not for me. It's like chicken breast. Like chicken breast, chicken wings.
You're not
Let's give 'em a
able,
chicken.
you do not eat like a Popeye's chicken sandwich,
What type of chicken is it?
like fried chicken breast.
Yeah, no, not really.
You wouldn't have that in a sandwich with a bit of mayo, some lettuce, pickles.
If it's cold. Oh yeah, if it was cold.
It wouldn't be cold.
Well, no, I wouldn't have then. I have been to Popeyes. I had the stupid hot thing, but I didn't have a sandwich. I'm not into hot. No, I don't. Burgers and stuff. It's just sloppy and like no.
So you had a visceral reaction to hot sandwiches, and I had one to mint sauce. Okay, well that was this week on Wayne and Will talk about food. Yeah, thank you for your questions, guys. Bit of a mixed bag this week, but
Yeah, it has been on it.
yeah, but you know, it's nice to talk about something different and get to know each other a little bit more.
Yeah, I feel like we've learned a lot. And who would have thought future editing Wayne would be back again for a second time in this episode? I just thought it'd be useful to clarify what I was talking about here with the sandwich things as well. Right, okay, so I do occasionally eat hot sandwiches, but I'd rather not. And if I'm going to eat like something like a burger, like a chicken burger, perhaps something like that, I will eat it with a knife and fork. It's just a thing that I do. I'm not down with it, but you know, I need a knife and fork. I'm not into eating burgers with my hands. I don't like eating food with my hands. It's just a thing. Just deal with it and let's move on. All right, that's it. I'm out. See you later. So, if you've made it this far, then and you liked it,
Why?
Yeah, why? Why have you made it this far? Let us know what you think. Join us on the Discord. If you can
Come
Be
and talk
so-
about bagels.
come and talk about bagels or not. Yeah, I did totally miss that. If you enjoy this sort of thing, we'll probably get back on track next time.
Yeah.
Leave us a positive review. That does help. We're on all of the platforms now, I think. I don't think there's anything that we're not on.
I mean,
Are we on Amazon now? We are on Amazon,
Yeah,
aren't
we
we?
are.
Yeah, we're on everything. So please do leave us a review. If you've not, that really does help.
Yeah.
Like the show, follow us, join us on Discord, hit us up on Instagram, drop us an email. Where can they find us, Will?
warhammerandwings@gmail.com.
That's it. And I think we're done, aren't we, for this one? Thank you for the questions. As always, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you.
And
And-
indeed.
We'll see you on the next one.
See you on the next one where we're going to be talking more about Christmas.
Oh, my. Oh, wait. Oh, it is. Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a Christmas one. We are going to be talking about
around
Christmas.
quick.
Crikey. All right.
Oh.
We'll see you there.